Good evening. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for coming in. I was muted and I didn't even realize I was muted. Let me just get my music going and then we can start. PMC is also here. I see him in the background. I'm bringing him up shortly. So let me just get my charts. Where are my charts? Music first, Google. Music first. Lily, nice to see you. T-Cat, nice to see you. Juba Bruce, welcome. How you doing, guys? How you doing? I thought I saw Jaden as well there. Welcome, Jaden. Let's see whether this works. And then let's get this one going. This music is too loud, man. Let me just reduce it. Are you guys ready? Have you given us a thumbs up? Okay, I almost said tap, but then I realized tap doesn't work for horizontal. Hey, Julie in the kitchen. Oh my goodness, long time. How have you been? Julie in the kitchen? Long time. How have you been, Julie? Welcome. Special Ability Learning, nice to see you. I see Peterson. Welcome to the live stream. Peterson Farms in Nashville. Thank you so much for popping in. I thought I saw somebody I saw there on the chat earlier. Young Riaz. Welcome, Young Riaz. Young Riaz has been waiting for this conversation for a while. East African workout girl, OG Brand. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Julie was here, but then Julie, I think, my heart goes out to all the Jamaicans because of the hurricane. I hope everyone is safe because it's quite unfortunate, but I hope everyone is safe. I hope everyone is staying safe. So I will add PMC is there. I just need to get these banners done and then there we go. Yeah, so thank you so much for coming in. Tikat, how is your day coming along? How is your day coming along? Nice jazz. Yay, you have a fine taste in music, Peterson. You have a fine taste in music. I'm glad. I love the jazz when I'm having, and PMCs are chill guys. So you want to get something very jazzy, something very quiet, and something that is not like very bumpy. And then Lily says there's a hurricane in Jamaica, so the internet might have disappeared. Yeah, because I know Jamaica is currently going through the most. And Julia had told me that she really wanted to be here, but because of the hurricane, she may not make it. But it's fine. It's fine because I know Julie is amazing. She can always catch the replay and stuff. Let me just get my. I need to get my lights. Yo, I think it's fine. You guys can hear me good? You can hear me good? We are good? Jill says, thank you, Goga. I am doing good, but I'm doing something that is taking me away from my tea. Yeah, Jill in the kitchen, it's been a minute. Like, I haven't seen you for a while. Like, it's been a while. You know, you always see people, but I haven't seen you for a while. Tikat tells me, yes, it's great over here, Goga. Awesome. Thank you so much. Tikat, what was I going? I'll be writing to you shortly. I'll be writing to you shortly so that we can set up the conversation potentially when you're free, preferably on a Wednesday or a Sunday, and then we make it happen. So I will definitely be doing that probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow. All right. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to actually hosting TCAT one of these days. I'm looking forward to hosting TCAT. Hey, Kisha, welcome, Kisha. Kisha, thank you so much for the beautiful message that you sent me yesterday on Instagram. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the beautiful message that you did yesterday. I see the Haven. Welcome, Drina. Nice to see you, Drina. Thank you so much for coming in. Welcome, Drina. Appreciate it. I am listening and working. No worries, TCAT. Talk about an angel. And she appears. Joyful Julie Cooking. Welcome. Joyful Julie Cooking is here. Julie, how are you able to talk here? And I know you are worried about the hurricane and the internet connectivity. What's going on? Welcome. So guys, we'll be starting in about 3 minutes. Julie says, Goga, I'm preparing to meet the storm. Yeah, I saw that just before I came on the panel because I was in this Jamaican live streams and they were discussing it, and that's a lot. It's very curious. I was just thinking about the hurricane, and our guest today is actually a hurricane survivor. So it will be interesting just just to also get that perspective. And then, hey, Takatak, thank you so much for coming in. Oh my God, I'm late. I told Proud I will be here. No, Julie, you're not late. We just started. We just started. I've barely even I've not even sipped my coffee. I was just talking about Julie. Just before I was just talking about you because you sent me a message earlier that you may not make it. Alisa Adventures in Cruising. Alisa is here, and Alisa, you are traveling. You have even put us in a group. I'm keeping tab on your receipts. I'm keeping tab on your receipts, Alisa, because you put us in a travel group, and I can't wait to I'm enjoying it. I'm not very chatty in groups, but I'm definitely enjoying it. Don't remove me. I want the receipts. That's Alisa added me on an Instagram group, and it's amazing experiencing her adventures. Jaden, welcome. Nice to see you, Jaden. Thank you so much for popping in. Yep. This is a nice conversation. Guys, have you given us a thumbs up? Please tap. Don't. I know you guys are going to now call me out on what I was just about to say. What I meant to say is click the like button. Click the like. This tap thing is going to this tap thing, guys. It's not even funny anymore. It's not even funny. I was going to say tap, and then I realized, go guys, it's not a vertical live stream. Relax. It's amazing. Holidays without passport. Welcome. Nice to see you. Holidays without passport. Thank you so much for popping in. Drina says, I'm preparing to go for a fishing trip. Enjoy the Goga Sunday service. Drina, really? Drina, it is not Sunday. You do know it is Wednesday. This is how you know people. Drina, really? Look at this message, Drina. It is not Sunday. It is Wednesday. This is how I normally cut. This is now how I know what people have been up to over the weekend. This is how people normally just announce the activities they've been up to since the weekend. Because Dina is still like saying enjoy the Sunday service, and I'm like it's Wednesday, like. Yo, oh my goodness. Anyway, prayers for Jamaica. Prayers for Jamaica. We are together during this difficult time, and I hope everyone is safe. I hope you guys stay safe, and I hope that the storm passes. I hope the storm passes, and we will be able to, we'll be able at least to get back to normalcy. So yeah, so it's amazing. So yeah, Drina, thank you so much for making me laugh. This heat is making me crazy. Yeah, because I was like, why is she saying Sunday service? Oh my goodness, PMC is ready. I think he's ready. PMC ready when you are. Hey Yankee, welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. Welcome Yankee Kyle. Guys, hey, I need to avoid saying double tap. Guys, like the live stream by clicking on the like button. You know what? Let me just put my, what do you call this thing? Let me just put my poll, because then I will stop like saying that. Share the live stream out. This is going to be a very important conversation. It is like the lost chapter. We did have a very beautiful event, like I think it was 2 months ago, and PMC couldn't make it because of a family emergency, but he promised that he will come and give his side of the story in a different interview. So this is the day. So PMC is going to share with us like his perspective on the YPP program, among other things. Our conversation normally like take a very different direction. This is the only guest who has actually been my co-host. This is the 4th time that PMC is sitting with me on a panel. The first time we ever did a collaboration together was in 2022. And then we did another collaboration in 2023. Two of them last year. One was in April, and then the other one was, I think, towards the end, about 8 months ago, which was like around 8 months ago. That's the last time he was here. So for the 3rd conversation, this is the 4th time. That tells you he's a very interesting human being, and he's my brother. I respect him, and I really esteem him a lot. And so today he's coming to talk to us about the YPP program, among other things that really touch on content creators. So that's what we're going to be discussing today. All right. Kisha, welcome. Nice to see you, Kisha. Kisha, please keep doing the live streams. Please keep doing the live streams. And then Drina, Joyful Julie opened a new channel and it's monetized. It got monetized in less than 3 months or something. 4 months, less than 4 months. She had that channel monetized. So she's now like, we are trying to like get the, what do you call it? We're trying to get the supers activated and things like that. The ads are working, but for some reason we don't know why the supers are not working and the memberships. We don't know. We can't explain. I don't know if it's because of the location. I don't know if it's because of the location or something. I don't know. But yeah, so that's our biggest headache. But yeah, welcome. That is Julian Russell, all the way in Jamaica as well. Supra, welcome, Supra. Supra, nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. How are you doing, Supra? Supra, did you figure out how to do the raid? I hope you did. And thanks so much, Lily. Lily is helping me out there on the chat. I see Kisha, my mod, is also there. We are trying to get Kisha to do more live streams. It's in 5 weeks. Oh my goodness. Okay, I stand guided. Julie says, Goga, I got monetized in 5 weeks. Yeah, guys. This one is the one who Julie has a lucky charm. Julie can get a channel monetized in less than, let's just say at this point, the first channel got monetized in less than 4 months. The second channel got monetized in less than, 5 weeks is like literally just about a month and something. A month and some days. Amazing, man. That's amazing, Julie. Yeah, so you can speak to Julie. And then Julie will show you how to do it. Supra, I will, once I'm done with the interview, I can show you. So in case you'll be awake, because I know it's very late in India, in case you'll be awake, I'll spare a few moments after the interview just to like troubleshoot a few questions, so I can tackle the raid question after the conversation with PMC, because I don't want to keep him on the panel for so long. He's a very busy person. Yeah, so we'll definitely, we can talk about that. We can talk about that. Yeah, Julie always gets these things done very fast. She just has I don't know, how do I put it? Yeah, she has a lucky charm and a way around it. She has a way around it, and it's organic. She doesn't even do anything. She just exists, and she gets the monetization done. All right. Okay, PMC bro, are you ready? Let me know. Can you hear me? You can unmute. Let me know. PMC, I guess, still getting ready, but he's on the panel. He's already on the panel. I'm just waiting for his camera to go on, and then we can start. You can all see him there. He's on the small box there. Wait, Supra says, no, I'm not in India. I'm Kenya. I'm Kenya's neighbor. Wow, where exactly are you, Supra? Where exactly are you, Supra? Where exactly? Man. I can show you real quick then before PMC comes, because then, but then you said you need a phone. I need to show you on a phone. Let me get my phone. Yeah, because the thing is that you needed to do it like on a phone, right? Yeah, so let's see. Okay, cool. Let me say that my phone was off, so I always turn off my phone sometimes when I'm going live, so that I don't get distracted. Now you see. Supra. Now you say, how was I supposed to know? Then we have Quirky Lily all the way from Germany. Welcome, Quirky. Thank you so much for coming in. Quirky Lily is also amazing, has a very great community from Germany. I'm really grateful to see you, Quirky. So let me see whether I can show Junior how to do this. But I've done a video on it. I don't know. Let me see. You're lucky because PMC, I'm just waiting for PMC to turn. Once he turns on his camera, we are rolling. So I can buy you time as I wait for him to come up. So you just take your phone, go to Chrome. You can't read using YouTube. You have to go to Chrome. So you have to go to Chrome. So go to Chrome. Where's my Chrome? Yeah, you go to Chrome. This is Chrome. You need to see it. That is Chrome. And then open your YouTube, but you need to make sure that you've selected the desktop site. So you just click on, I open my YouTube there. That's my YouTube. Hey, OG Brand, how you doing? Once you open your YouTube, it will open your YouTube. I'm already on a desktop version. You need to select these 3 dots. Are you seeing these 3 dots here? You need to select these 3 dots here. And then you need to select the desktop site here. This desktop site. So it's already ticked. My desktop site is already ticked. So once you select the desktop site, it will open YouTube in that format of a desktop, like the format of a desktop, like that. And then now you click on your profile picture, which is normally on the top right corner. The profile picture there on the top right corner, click on it. It's important. I never get tired explaining this because a lot of people are struggling with this. And then once you click on the top right corner, you come and click on your studio. You will see your studio there, just the way you normally see it on a computer. Then it will open for you your studio. There we go. So I'm waiting for the studio to open. The studio has opened. So you see there, it opens the studio very differently. That's how the desktop site looks like. Then you click on content. So you just come on this is your left. You come on the left side, click on content, that thing that looks like a play button. Click on content. It will open all your videos under the sun. Then you'll see the shorts. Then click on live. You'll see all the live streams that you've ever done, including the current live stream that I'm on. So I click on my current live stream. I open it. The live stream I'm going to do with PMC here. So that is our live stream. And then you scroll down. Sorry, don't scroll down. On the left, you'll see the pencil, and then you see something like customization. So you need to click on customization just under the thumbnail. It looks like that Wi-Fi signal. When you click on customization, you'll be able to see this. This is how you can even make the chat subscriber only. So you scroll all the way down. you'll see redirect here. There's the redirect. You'll see the redirect there. That's how you set up the redirect. So you just click on add. You click on add, you will see your videos, and then you say search videos from other channels. You search videos from other channels. You'll find everybody who is live. You can see everybody who is live, and then you select one of them, and that's it. That's how you select the raid. So when I select one person, let me pick somebody randomly now, but I may have to change it before I end the live stream. So let me pick somebody, RJ History, and then I save it. You click on save. Once you save, it's done. Now that is how you set up the redirect. Now, the other thing that you're asking me, how do you make yourself readable? So if you want to make yourself readable, you have to go back to the studio. You go back to the studio, but in this, instead of clicking content, this time you click on settings. Settings is normally like down here, just before, wait, not, what am I clicking? Sorry, settings. Wait, settings. I need to zoom this thing. It is so tiny. So I need to go to home, studio, dashboard. Hey, Flo and Ted, nice to see you. Rebecca Le Prince, welcome. Helen Akoya, how you doing? Welcome, Helen Akoya. Trumpet Master, oh my goodness, Trumpet Master, long time. How you doing, Barbecue? Thank you so much for coming in. So you click on Helen, where is settings? Oh yeah, you come down here. You see that thing written settings? That thing that looks like a wheel? There's settings. Just down here. Here. Click on that thing written settings. It will open for you a new page. And then you will see general, then click on community. When you click on community, where you normally see moderators and everything, you scroll down, and then you will see this part of live redirects. You need to check that box. When you check that box, that's how you're going to be raidable. You make sure that you check that box, because at the moment you're not raidable because you've not checked any of these boxes. But when you check that box, then you become raidable, and then you'll be able to people can be able to redirect when they're ending their live stream. You select it, you click on that checkbox, and then you save it. And then voila, you are raidable. So for you to be raidable, you have to click on the community settings, and then for you to be able to redirect, you have to go the long route, like what I just did. Hey, Amber Angels Truth, welcome. I see PMC's community here coming fast and furious. Make this go viral. Welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you. How you doing? Welcome, everyone. These are very powerful ladies. Thank you so much for coming in. Let me see. Well, Trumpet Master, I was getting excited when I saw Trumpet Master. Barbecue, it's been a while. How are you doing, Trumpet Master? Queer Baby, nice to see you. I see Queer Baby in the building. That is Baby Beats. Helen Akoya. Helen Akoya is trying to help me out with the greetings. That's my managing mod, by the way. That's my managing moderator, guys. So anytime you see her greeting you, she speaks on my behalf, just in case I miss out on the chats. And then Keisha is also one of the mods, and Lily. So these guys normally do an amazing job in helping me handle the chats, because I like reading everything. I like reading everyone's message, but sometimes I can't keep up. So they normally manage me to keep up. And it does an amazing job. It makes my life a bit easy. So Supra, I hope I've answered you. That is the long and short of being raidable. PMC, ready when you are. I am ready. Ready when you are, PMC. I hope you can hear me. So that's how I would explain it. Let me see. Which is the best format? PMC always comes in horizontal. Yes. Yo!
What's up, brother?
I'm good. How you doing? I always love your drip. Now today I didn't carry my where are my glasses? But my glasses are more colorful. Welcome, PMC. How you doing, bro?
I'm blessed, alive, and grateful. How's it going?
I'm good. It's been a while since I think I saw you in these streets. I know you've not been very active, but congratulations on the road to 14K. Interesting enough. Yeah. So guys, that is PMC. That is PMC. Lily's like, Goga, seriously. I know because PMC has these nice dark glasses, and just realized I should have carried my glasses as well. But I'll keep the real glasses for today. Well, that is the king of the lion's den is in the building. The king of the lion's den is not like an unfamiliar face. This is the fourth time. Fourth time is quite a charm. Fourth time that he's gracing us with his royal presence. The king of the lion. I love the lion thing. I love the lion thing. It's always just amazing. I was telling these guys earlier that the first time we hung out with PMC was back in 2022, and then last year we did 2 other collaborations, and then this year is another yet another collaboration. At this point, I think he's a regular guest. In fact, I think he does. Even Nightbot recognizes him as a co-host on this channel. So yeah, so PMC, welcome once again. It's been a while, but it's so nice to have you back again on the space. To the people, the community has also been growing, so I'm sure there are people may not have met you. So maybe just a quick introduction, just for them to have an idea of who is Proud Mix Child.
How's it going, everybody? I can't see the chat at all, Goga, so you might have to let me know what you're saying.
I'll do it there. Amber is excited about you. Everybody just saying hi to you, and they're excited about the drip and everything.
How's it going?
Yeah, so they're welcoming you, sending you hearts, everything. Yeah, they're just excited to see on the screen. Lily, of course, because Lily is our mutual friend. Lily is like saying the lion is lioning. The lion is lioning. So I'll be highlighting them for you as we go, so that guys, in case you have any question or something, you can always drop it, and then I will highlight it for him, and then he'll be able to read. Yes, back to the intros.
Yeah, the same as always. For those that are not familiar with my channel, I'm not a content creator like that. I'm more of a supporter, and it's harder now because I didn't have 13K plus. So it's unrealistic. You want to support everybody that you can, and it's hard because the notifications are constantly dropping, even when they're inconsistent. It gets hard. And I think this is set up for us to drift apart, because then we start distancing from one another, and it's rare. It's not intentional. I've told Goga this many times that I was up here. My channel is strictly about life and just discussion. I'm not with the edits or anything. I do what a lot of content creators sometimes I think forget. You have to do what makes you happy instead of worrying about those that are critical in your channel. And with me leaving the YouTube partner program, that's a part of this. I left that because for me, it doesn't really fit my schedule. And, you have to have flexibility. Goga, you will even understand that you have a vision, right? You start off small, and then whatever it is you're building towards you want it to be monumental. You want to start an enterprise at some point with the vision you have. And for me, I'm just so busy where I'm not allowed to sit in one position on here and lend my entire time to this, because it's going to kind of interfere for what I intend to do rather than help me prosper going forward. So that's kind of a summarized intro for me. And if you really want to ask any questions, feel free to. I have answers, but I can't give you particular answers yet because I don't know what the future holds.
That's true. So PMC, are you back from the countryside? Because I know the last time we were trying to schedule this conversation, you are visiting the Puerto Rican countryside. Are you now back to the city where you normally reside, or are you still away? But I can tell you're back. I can tell you're back because I know your room.
Yeah, I'm back home. And I think the vacation was a blessing, just because it allowed me that space that I needed to reassess how I do some things on here too, because I think it's an integral part of everything you do. And vacation is about finding who you are too. I explained this to Lily. How much time do you actually stop the business mindset and think about who you are?
That's true. 100%. Kisha is saying, yes, PMC, editing does not make me happy at all. It's just resonating with what you're saying. And then Rebecca Mleprince is watching us from the UK. She's like, hey, PMC, your hair is hairy. Trust Rebecca Mleprince to actually make comments on the hair. And then yeah, so I think just trying to get a few conversations there, blessings from everyone. Yeah, so guys, as you said, feel free to drop any questions. PMC is I mean, he's introduced himself. He's quite the philosopher, so you can ask any particular question, and then we'll see how to tackle it. But the reason I invited PMC here was because a number of you have been asking. You remember last time we were having a baraza, and that's the time he really needed to go for attend to a family emergency. The reason I invited him was just for him to give us the other side of the YPP. PMC, most people join YouTube, and the goal, of course, is to get monetized, and we've talked about this before. And you make that unpopular decision because everyone here wants to get monetized. Everyone wants to get that email, the pin, and get in that. YouTube sends you a message, and you start having that $sign on your chart, and so everybody really works hard towards that particular goal. You did get there. You worked to that particular goal. And I love how your channel always grows very organically. Now, I mean, you're at 13.9. I think in a week, you'll be at 14K, probably, or less, or even the next couple of days. I like how it just grows even regardless of no activity or a lot of activity. Most people still struggle. Most people actually on YouTube, especially the content creators, they work hard to get that monetization. And then, of course, that comes with its fair share of, challenges, as you just pointed out. But it is very rare for me to I think I only know two people, and I've told you this before. It's only you and Johnny Small Pepper, my other brother. They are the only two people I know who pulled out of the YouTube Partner Program voluntarily. People wait to get demonetized for one reason or another. You guys didn't get demonetized. You just said this relationship is not working. So somebody then would ask, what was the point then? From the beginning, why did you go through the whole process? The watch hours, the craziness, the growth, the subscribers. What was the point? So that's now the big question.
The point for me, the point for me is that you want to see where something leads, and then when you get into it, then it's your time to determine, is this for me going forward? Because, things don't fall into place all at once. You have to give some time to breathe for what you're getting involved in. And a lot of times I'm still here. I've had times where I said, I might bow out of this. I'm done with the tube, and I'm still here for the same reason I started. So with the YouTube Partner Program, it's kind of one of those things that I don't regret my decision because I'm still here, and I can at least share my experience of being a part of it when I was to somebody else who may be questioning, should they go for it or should they not? But I think if you're on here just strictly for hobby and just making friends, you should still give it a go just to see it. It may be for you. Can't see how the weather there we are hearing is bad. It's up and down, Amber. But as far as the YouTube Partner Program go, I think it's good. Like I explained to you before, it has its good and bad, like anything, right? And for you, I'm not sure how that will be for you, but you may come to a decision in the future. Well, do I still want to do this? Because if you get opportunity knocks, right? And you never know which way it's gonna come. So you have a situation on your hands where you have to determine, in a dilemma sense, do I want to stay part of this, or do I want to take the other opportunity? Because what's the worst that can happen? Whatever you refuse, there's still going to be a result. And technically for me, bowing out of the YouTube Partner Program, I didn't really lose anything. I barely post, and it's a blessing to have the amount of supporters that I have, knowing I post very little instead of frequent. So I think for anybody that's interested, you should go for it, but just make sure that your heart is in it entirely. Otherwise, I don't think that you should, go for it. You have to really be hungry. That's the separator.
Yeah. Talk to us about the journey, because I know you've told us before, but talk to us about PMC at 1 subscriber. What was that like? What was the content? What was the vision back then? Like when you just starting off your YouTube channel, because you and I would agree that it's not, you don't get to 14,000 subscribers just out of the blue. You start from somewhere. What inspired you to get into the space, and what were those like growing pains like? To the especially to the young guys who are just starting off on their channels right now.
Man, reflection is something. When I first started, I had no clue what I was doing. I'm like, how does this work? And by the seventh subscriber, I started going in different chats to kind of get a feel for the atmosphere where I might be welcomed, or how I could grow and get a better understanding without just, reading the guidelines, right? Get a feel for it. So I met one of my closest friends, who I consider a brother. And then when we started talking a little bit more, he gave me this idea. Maybe you should just use your voice for going forward, because, my channel's gone through a lot of transitions where I had martial arts content, and then I took it down and then just started with cooking. So I was trying to experiment to see what, not necessarily niching down, right? But seeing what kind of would work going forward. And I'm open to ideas. Like, you've been a guest to the Lions Den here. So, you've heard me say that. Give me some feedback on maybe what I can improve on, or give me some ideas you might want to see, and I'll take them into consideration, because, I'm steady thinking, what haven't I done on here yet? And for a 6-year period, I started this July 31st, 2018. We're in 2024. So it's like you're steady thinking about what type of content or what type of discussion can I have to keep the audience interested in me enough for them to enjoy this journey with me than me completely feeling alone. So I think while you're going through transition, you got to start looking at self too, like, and considering what you might want to do. Because I have a question that I ask a lot of people, right? What is that one thing that you've been wanting to do for quite some time, and every time you're about to execute, something else comes up and sidelines it, and then it's put off again? You understand? It's that kind of thing. So, I'll only ask questions that I can refer to, because, I know what that's like. I have a number of things that I want to do, but something's always coming up because I'm constantly busy. And then it just pushes back what originally was intended that much more farther away from me. But I always say, rest assured that, when the time is actually right, I'll get there.
100%. So you eventually pushed it, and wait, 6 years, man. How long did it like take you now to be eligible, for the YouTube partner program itself? Like, because we were just talking about Julie, and Julie again is our mutual friend. So we were just talking about Julie, and how Julie got her channel monetized in 5 weeks. So I mean, 6 years ago, you've probably seen how YouTube has changed, because the YouTube today is not what it was 6 years ago, especially pre-COVID. So what was the journey like then? Like just to get that monetization, because I've heard like it used to be way easier back then. So what was the landscape like?
The journey was simple, because now it's the algorithm's always been in rotation, but I think because the new rules that are being implemented into the guidelines, it's kind of changing everything. And before Goga, like when you start anything, right, it's like baby steps. It's simplified, but the more you get into it, the more you have to understand. And again, I tell everybody this: I literally spent the time that I had flexible to read the guidelines 5 times, because you want that much of an understanding. So the bottom line is, I look at it like I managed to retain a lot of what I've read so I can pass it down to others. And you asked me, it took me 1 year to get monetized since I started. And everything at its time. I don't rush the process, because force breaks everything. So one of those things about it was reflecting on my come up. It's been a roller coaster, like it has been for anybody. It comes with its good and it comes with its bad. And sometimes, like, it took me at least till now, right, to realize this: what was I doing wrong? Because I don't think a lot of content creators, not everybody, but just a few, right? Some don't kind of reflect on self-decision. What did I do wrong? that kind of halted the growth of
Yeah.
my channel. And sometimes I look at it like a gift and a curse going forward. What does that mean for audience retention for me? Because I can only keep staying true to myself, but then possibly losing some of my audience because they want to constantly see change. And sometimes you're going to be put in that space, people pulling on you left
Yeah.
and right. What exactly do you want from me? I think that's the hardest thing that content creators and supporters have alike, right? Because no matter what you give somebody, they're always going to be critical of whatever it is you put out.
Absolutely, and I like the fact that you brought that out because it's we live in a space where sometimes and I like what Amber says that things are always constantly changing, and life is always happening. There are certain things you are dealing with also outside the platform, and things are always changing. But if I was just to like circle back to just based on what you said, you ticked those boxes in 1 year, and back then, what would you have defined as success, I think, on YouTube at that particular point in time? And this is I'm sorry, I'm making you reflect on maybe 6 years back. Like by then probably success would have been, yes, I get the YouTube partner program, but then life keeps changing, decisions, you have to make decisions. People come in, people are leaving, and sometimes you can't sustain it. So what would you have defined as success, especially on the platform, from at that beginner level kind of content creation?
Growth, because you get on here right for hobby
Mm.
or for business, whatever purpose you have on here. I think something lingers in your mind about growing. You don't want to just stay in one space. And even people that don't go around looking to grow, right? Some of them just start gaining subs because they have a natural personality that the audience gravitates towards. And it
Mm.
it always goes back to who you are as a person, right? Because the monikers that we get on here don't really define us as people. Like PMC, that doesn't define who I am. And something like that rang out years ago when I was given that nickname, and I kind of ran with it, and I didn't even think where I'm at now on here it would kind of get me to this point, whether I was still part of the YouTube partner program or not. So I
Mm.
think that being a member of it can teach you a lot about this experience. And when you're not a member, you're kind of wondering. So it's better not to ask somebody what's it like. It's better to go for it yourself. You understand? So
And
I think
experience it, yeah.
that's what allows me now, at least in the space that I'm in, to see. Because I'm not gonna lie, man. I came off. I don't watch my own stuff, but when I watched panels that I've done with people, I'm like, yo, and I'm coming off a little bit angry at this when I really didn't have no reason to be. But I
Mm.
think when people looking at it from a personal perspective, right? I spent a lot of time analyzing the bad more than the good on here, and I think it goes hand in hand. When you're being fair and you equalize what's going on here for the better. And either way it goes, like I said, most of the decisions I made is kind of what I apply to my life. It's like art. If you ask me, do you have any regrets as far as your come up? I'd say
Mm.
yes. The only like one of my biggest regrets is connecting with certain people
Ooh.
because you don't realize that the visions that you have, a lot of them don't support it. They're just there. The same way you heard me speak on Lily's panel a
Mm.
couple months back when I said that what is the supporters' cause for being around you if they're not trying to gain anything from you, but they don't support your cause either? That's a question I still ask myself. And
Mm.
I support selective people for a reason, a myriad of them, right? Because a lot of who I support, I see my journey in theirs, whether they're trying to go places or start a business or not. I talk with a lot of people that are like-minded, so that's what helps me maintain my position out here. Otherwise, Goga would have been gone long ago.
I know because you remember the last time we actually were also sitting together like a couple of months ago, and you are actually on the verge of because this was like 8 months ago. It was just towards the end of last year, and you are like,
Yeah,
at the end of the year, I'll be out. I'll be out. But you've kind of kept of. I think you've not really been out, but I can see you've kind of been really you've kept a distance quite from the space. I don't see you as often. To be honest, I don't see you as often as as I used to see you on the space. And I'm sure I will come back to that in the next couple of minutes. um Paint for us a picture. So you start your channel, get monetized in 1 year, and you're still trying to figure out things out. And I do remember I met you by that time. We used to have a lot of the martial arts content going on there before we got into the food and ice cream. You love ice cream. That's what I've already confirmed. I can tell because there's always ice cream on your channel. So so you get monetized in a year. How long did you stay in the partner program, the YPP itself? Like, how long did you stay in it?
For about 2 years.
Oh wow, okay, 2 years. And I'm just trying to imagine. So 2 years, you have the pressure of memberships, you have the pressure of super chats, you have to deal with YouTube, you have to deal with IRS. What was that like for you? I mean, back then, because it may look like some source of income. Of course, it's some source of income, but it's also like an extra burden, to be honest, mentally.
Mentally, it wasn't a strain for me. It's a part of responsibility, and I think sometimes too, I've watched videos. I don't know if you have, where there were people said I accidentally left the YouTube partner program. And I think they use the word accidental as a mask instead of telling you they did it on purpose, because the responsibility that comes along with it. You have to maintain finance, paying taxes, and then keep all your memberships and everything that comes with it aligned. Priority alignment is something I'm heavy on. And if you're going to really go the whole 9 yards with that, you understand what you're getting into. For me, it was easy, just as easy as it was becoming a member. It was just as easy for me to leave without like any regrets regarding that. So responsibility is a beautiful thing, man. And like I said, that's what I like about the YouTube partner program, right? It'll teach you some things. It'll teach you a thing or two, because it's a difference, Goga, between now and then. Like back then, we didn't have, you didn't have access to memberships. We didn't have that option yet. So, you come back, it's fun to reflect on that. Like, what didn't YouTube have? Like when we were coming up, even when we were growing, the terms even changed over years. People would call it rolling, baking, hugging each other. It changed, man. Like so much has changed, but I think the major change now is just the constant rotation of the algorithm. And for thorough analytics, people go to TubeBuddy or Social Blade when the numbers are going up and down. And I don't even think that's something to stress over, because it comes along with you growing on here. So
absolutely. I like the reaction so far. Johnny Small Pepper is in the building, says, "Go, this guest is excellent, Goga." So Johnny Small Pepper is there. That's also the other person who pulled out of the partnership program. And I have some amazing, there's, of course, Lily says that, Lily, I think just trying to piggyback on what you just said, not this topic piercing through me, but it's one of the main regrets being a supporter on here. Some of the people I met, I wish I never did, and it's a learning experience. We move forward and do better. I think this was based on the evolution, the whole aspect of evolving as a content creator. And nice to see everyone there, guys. If you have any question for PMC, feel free to drop it on the chat. He's here; he'll be able to take on your questions. It is so nice, Patricia JK. Congratulations! I like what you did. Yes, the other time, and you were able to support you the other day. So well done. And PMC, that's a very good thing that you brought out. I keep telling people here, because I've navigated more towards tutorials and everything. That's been my evolution. Of course, I started as a purely yoga channel. Then I became like, I got into tutorials and things like that. And so it's now been yoga and the tutorials. And I keep telling guys here that, I think this 2024, I think, has been the year of the small YouTuber, because things are just a bit easy. Things are just a bit easy, because even if I remember, like when I started my YouTube channel in 4 years ago, things were so hard. I don't know, for some reason things were just a bit harder. But nowadays nowadays things are just like being so simplified in a sense, and I always feel like for you guys who started like 6 years back, I can't even imagine then what the terms were like back then, because some of us, I think this is the year of, I always say this is the year of the small YouTuber, because again YouTube is trying to compete with all these other guys, and so they're trying to like get borrow a lot of those ideas on the other platforms and bring them on this other side. So it's been quite an experience. It's been quite an experience. So in your time, monetization, I guess, was just the ad revenue. What are the other perks? What was the threshold like? I'm curious. What was the threshold like? What was the benefit of getting monetized?
The threshold, that's another challenge on here, to reach the $100 threshold every month is, that's not consistent for many. And I think sometimes that's something that determines how long they're going to be a member too. For me, that wasn't the case, right? Because, it's fun to reflect and explain to newcomers like upstarts, right? That I had that experience. I know what it's like to receive the super chats and super stickers. One thing I never did though, through the whole time I was a member, I never had my own membership just because I never chose to do that, right? Because now, like what I do for the time I spend on here, I watch others with memberships, and some of them end up terminating those too. I've seen it happen with a few people for their own reason, and I don't know, I've never asked, but I never was somebody that just really was like, I want to start a membership, because for me personally, I wasn't chasing money to know that I know who my loyals are that come in the Lions Den since the start of it. And I didn't come up with this concept, the Lions Den, until about 2021, I believe. That's when I gave it an actual name. And I had a supporter that was monetized. She was part of the YouTube Partner Program. And I got the inspiration from her. Hers was called the Doze Den. He's no longer on this platform anymore, though, because for the same reason, it just, life's opportunities gave her so much that she prospered in a way that the YouTube Partner Program couldn't give her. So that's kind of my thing.
All right. Peterson here says our channel morphed from honest to tractors, chainsaws, and lawnmowers and DIY, just stuff we do here on the farm. That's from Peterson, and that's a very good thing that I also want to just reflect on. Evolving as a content creator. This is something that you are never the same person. You're never the same person. And I remember, and I like using that example. PMC was one of the people who came for my very first live stream. The very first live stream I did on YouTube, PMC was in attendance. And you are just never the same person. You keep growing. You keep evolving. You keep shedding. You keep changing things. And I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing, I think, to evolve. Just because you started off in a certain way does not mean that you should stick to it, because sometimes life circumstances change. Sometimes your creative and artistry, totally like expands. Talk to us more about this, especially to the people who are like, they feel like they need to change something, especially on their platform, but they feel like, no, I started off on this, but they still want to hold on to the previous, that previous blueprint. Yet things are changing, and even then they can feel the winds of change are blowing. What is that one thing you'll tell people about evolving as a creator?
I told Kim Nadi, I know you're familiar with her. Shout out to her. I had explained to her in a live stream she did just days ago, right? Look at the videos of yours that did the most numbers, and don't focus on the content, right? Don't try to recreate what you did in there prior, but take that as motivation for what you should consider posting forward. Because I think people get stressed out just focusing on the numbers, right? They don't focus on nothing else. My numbers are going down. So I told her, look at your most viewed videos and take something out of there as an idea that could help you grow with whatever you decide to post forward. And change is good. I feel like this. Don't change who you are, but experience change. Try to adjust to different climates, right? Because visiting different channels can kind of give you ideas to implement in your own and experience. Because what happens from there is that monetization, a heavy part of it, is predicated on audience retention, right? You want to keep attracting a new audience, right? What is a new audience gonna do for my channel, right? Well, they'll just extend. And that's what I talked to you about before when you asked me. The expansion process of this and growth is the
Yeah.
hardest thing for us, I think, to adapt to, because I've been in that position where I'm like, I'm not afraid to grow, but I'm not trying to be a celebrity either. So I'm still, it's surreal for me to even have 13K, man, because I'm like, when you get there, it's kind of like, what haven't I done? And for I don't know how long you intend to do this, Goga, but as a content creator that has experience too, somewhere you may say, I think I've reached my stride, because when you get to the apex or wherever you're trying to go, the only thing left for you to do once you get there is kind of fall off. And I'm
Mm.
not saying to start over again, but kind of just look at yourself from a balcony's view, how you started and where you intend to stop. Because remember, this is only temporary. You have to think about what other social platforms you might be considering jumping on to expand your brand. And again, like with the Baraza, when you had it, if I learned
Yeah.
anything from a lot of those content creators, I'm like, those businesses of theirs and their brands, I'm pretty sure are gonna turn into an enterprise someday, as long as they stay motivated. Because I think even they would tell you possibly that that's the reason they started this. We're trying to build on something monumental, and then when we're gone from here, when we leave, then it's left
Mm.
behind for somebody else to take control of and look after it for us. So I think that's the goal.
Absolutely. Amber raises a very crucial point, just based on what you just said. She says, I stopped doing memberships because someone said that I'm trying to buy friendships. And that's nonsense. Your take on this? And she says, I was merely just supporting people that I liked.
Well, I don't know if Johnny Small Pepper's in here. I saw him, I think, in the chat. But
Yeah.
like him, we're up front. So I think the thing with memberships, Goga, is that there's a there's a multitude of what can go wrong with them, right? Like some people that
Mm.
are members can't afford to keep doing the monthly payment. And I think if that's the case for some, I think before you consider being a member, even $1, man, as hard as times are getting, it's going to be very hard to even come by $1. That's just what it is, right?
Yeah.
So for those that can't afford, I think you just being a supporter to the cause. I think if the host really appreciates you, that's gratitude enough for them. Without with understanding that you don't have to be a member to show me that you support my
Absolutely.
cause. Now,
Absolutely.
there are some people that you can be a member of, but because something comes up where you can't afford to keep making the monthly payment, you explain to them, hey, I need to stop the membership. I can't do it. Maybe somewhere down the line I'll rejoin. But then it
Mm.
kind of shows you how some people really are. Like some people don't like it. They feel that, you're doing
Yeah.
something wrong. They feel like you're
Yeah.
doing something wrong if you take their membership away instead of being considerate. And you've been in my stream on numerous times. One of my
Mm.
main principles is that, look, you don't owe me nothing. I'm grateful for your support. I go to work to make the money. I don't come out here to ask nobody for it. Begging is one of my pet peeves. And
Mm.
so however you interpret what I'm saying, don't twist what I'm saying, right? I just feel like this, like, be understanding if someone approaches you with that, like, well, I can't afford to continue this, because some people take it offensively, man. And I think that's where a disconnect forms. Instead of
Mm.
people being considerate for your struggle, they feel, oh, you could keep doing this. And sometimes you can't, because life has a number of hardships. The problem with that is how many of the people actually concerned for how you hurt. And that's why I make sure to tell everybody, I understand you have a life outside of this. YouTube is great, man, but it's not our life. Like, what else do you do outside of this that you have to tend to as responsibility? Because for some people, YouTube is not even the first priority you focusing on, right? So you
Mm.
understand.
I like that. And then Johnny was actually affirming Amber and saying, "Do you, do you, do you?" Let those people stop being jealous of you. No one should actually police what you need to do on YouTube or not. And then JSP says, "Every action person will be hated by multiple people that can't get the attention you do, or that can't be loved like you. Yo! Yeah, John is always such a straight shooter. Any take on this? Like this actually, because I know you're also very PMC is also one of those people that at least for all the occasions I've attended his live stream, it tries as much as I can to make sure everyone feels seen. Everyone feels seen. Everyone is heard. Regardless whether you are dissenting is whether you don't necessarily agree with him, but there's something I learned from your streams, and it was just that aspect of making sure that everybody feels inclusive. And sometimes it can be taken for granted. I don't know what your experience on this based on what Johnny Small People just said.
I'm stern on my beliefs as far as this. And I think, too, sometimes it's perceived as leniency because I'm being diplomatic about whatever situation is presented to me, which is why that I try to make everybody in my streams feel equal, right? Because let's be realistic, the live stream channels all have this weather within them. They're like the climate, right? And sometimes it's a warm feeling, sometimes it's cold. And I try to make sure that every comment, this, I'm famous for that, in the sense that I'm reading every comment and I'll touch on whatever somebody said to make them feel that much more included, because I get it, people are in the bushes busy, but I don't want nobody feeling left out either.
Right. The Prince says membership is equals to supporting, love, care, helping, and appreciation to someone's work, but cannot be for long term because others may be in need. So yeah, I totally agree with that. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be like I don't like looking at it as an obligation. Like, just support if it's necessary, because again, people also have pressing needs. The other things that people are dealing with, and never hold it against anyone, because I think there's some people I've been on channels. PMC have been on channels, and it's like, you're no longer my member. It's like, and I'm like, you don't know what people are dealing with out there. And I'm like, it's one of those things. Then there was a let me see. I think I missed a comment here. And then Dear Dana says, so much of the money goes to YouTube, honestly. And that's actually true. So I totally agree with that. Peterson says, I watch Goga to become inspired and upbeat. Hey, this one, guys, I have to take my compliment. I have to take my own compliment. All right. Let me see what you guys are saying. And then James Circle, thank you so much. Appreciate nice to see you. Akashi, nice to see you. And then I like how this conversation about memberships is sparking a debate, PMC, on the chat. So like Johnny Small Pepper says, the worst thing ever was when a person said, I remembered you, why have you not remembered me? It was a horrible moment. I told them to unfollow me. And this is a question I was being asked, because I do get approached on these questions a lot. And I remember some content creator was actually asking me this, Goga, now that I'm monetized and somebody has become my member, does it mean that I need to be a member? Like, no, it's not an obligation. You only support if it's necessary, because, and I remember one of my brothers here used to say, it's just that token of appreciating the kind of work that you're doing, and whatever it is. It's not like an obligation just because somebody has become PMC's member. Just because I'm PMC's member does not mean that PMC needs to be my member. I don't look at it like that. PMC, I don't know. This is normally very political, especially with content creators, especially those of us who are still growing. I don't know that you've had any experience, but I'm sure you've observed and you've had experience on this. Maybe you can weigh in on it.
Well, I'm a member to 14 channels, and I make the monthly payment as part of responsibility. It's not an obligation to fulfill, because again, it's a choice that we make to even join memberships in the first place. And I think those content creators, some of them, not all of them, I don't want to put everybody together, but there are a portion of them that don't appreciate the fact that you even joined in the first place. And it's kind of like it's another option to help them financially with their channel and whatnot. So I just feel like this, instead of being critical, pinpointing what you're not happy with, be considerate and happy that somebody even thought of joining your membership. I just told Julie that this morning when she was live, right? Prayers for Jamaica and Hurricane Beryl. I told her that on this new channel, she's monetized. I've been waiting to drop off some paint. I use paint as a term to for the super chat. I've been telling her, man, I really want to donate to your cause because I did it with her original channel until that situation came up. But like I said, let me support you, because a lot of times, how could you begin supporting somebody when they won't let you, instead of being upset at you for being particular how they want support? And I will tell you this, Goga, it's the same thing with life, right? You can't really help people who are too particular, because every which way you consider helping them, they're gonna be critical of it. So it's like, how can I help you when you won't let me help you? You understand that kind of thing?
That's true. Facts. That's true. Nice to see. Hey, Heta is here. Welcome, Heta. Long time, sis. Heta, I left the YouTube partner program too, PMC. Yes, Heta also left the YouTube partner program. I remember because there's a time I used to be a member because I love her content. She's in the wellness space and everything. And I remember that day we got an email that we are no longer members, and I'm like, why? And I had to like reach out and I had like, what we did we
Hey,
do? Yeah, did you like did you like it felt tired, but then she explained it when we went to her channel, that it didn't align with her values and the kind of content she was trying to put out there. So and for me it was a very huge conviction when she told us that when we went to her channel, and I was like, oh man, that is very huge. That's very huge. So nice to see you, Heather. And this says, I'm not working my tail off for you to get all the money. 100%. 100%. 100%. Let's see. Very interesting comments here. I left the YouTube partner program and got freedom and my life back. Whoa. Okay. It's powerful. It's powerful. PMC, what was it like for you when you left the YouTube partner program? Like, what was the feeling like, especially after 2 years of being chained to the rhythm? What was that feeling like when you clicked that? But I always see that button on the studio. Leave YouTube partner program. That's how it's written. Leave the YouTube. When you go to your studio, you find it there on the monetization thing. What was that feeling like for you?
I think again it goes back to simplicity. It's amazing what the click of one simple button can do, how much power you have. I like to re-click, like click again, like repeat, to throw some humor on it. I feel like, as quick as it is to go through the process and get to it, it's just that easy to leave. Because I feel like for some people, I'm not gonna say that they're regretful, but some of them feel like going the further the distance they are, and this has like a stranglehold on them. And for me, if I could tell you anything, Goga, it's given me a little bit more flexibility. That's why you don't really see me as much. And it's not even like I have to explain to people, right? So there's clarification. I support what you do. Just because I'm not in every stream or catch every video doesn't mean that I don't support you. You understand? So I think we have to keep reiterating this reality, because a lot of times if we're not somewhere consistently, it's perceived as, how come you don't support me no more? Well, give me a chance. I do work outside of this. I do have a life outside of this, just like you do. I'm not mad at you though for having things to handle. So regarding leaving the YouTube partner program, if you ever decide to do it, I can't wait to see what your reasoning will be, because there are some people who have multiple answers, and some of them I've asked a few people too, what was it like for you? And I asked them, would they take it back if they could go back and join? They're like, some of them were split on it, right? Because it's like what you asked me in the beginning of this, what was the purpose of, going through with it if you were just going to leave it behind? Just to see what it has to offer in a summarized manner.
I like that. So guys, I like the reaction. There's the conversation around buy me a coffee, PayPal. I know you do. You always do say, you always do put up your PayPal there as well. It's one of the options I've also been suggesting, especially even the channels that are not monetized, that in case someone wants to support them, you need to have this buy me a coffee, these other platforms that they don't take so much from you. So that's I don't know, maybe you can mention something about PayPal, because I know I've seen your PayPal, because I know there's a time we treated you to your birthday and you only provided your PayPal. So maybe
that's
you can
another
mention
option, that
yeah.
I give the viewers, and I make them understand, Goga, so there's no kind of confusion. I explain to them that you all have lives, you have families, you have bills and every day-to-day responsibility like me. So
Mm.
don't feel that you owe me anything. I'm thankful for whatever you consider donating, but before you do, just consider your own position first, because you may be in a space where you really need that before you consider even donating it to somebody. And I think consideration is something to have, because there's tons of people that'll be like, sure, give me all the money, and they're not gonna consider what you're going through for it. And like any there's options, buy me a coffee. I have
Mm.
already done that for some friends, because I'm like, that's my way of showing them. Like I explained to Julie, my purpose of donating to friends is just me showing them that much more of me appreciating what they do.
Yeah.
Like I really respect you guys taking time out of your life to go edit for 3 or 4 hours to share with us what you put on camera. I respect that, man, because
Yeah.
it's kind of giving us a little bit more about you to get to know you as who you are beyond a content creator. I told Julie this. And even Nan, shout out to Nan Musa, I told her that I would donate to her coffee, because it's just like, I appreciate what you do, what you discuss, the content you put out. And even if I don't agree with some of the things that may
Mm.
be discussed in there or coming from the host, that's not gonna stop me from donating to their cause. So like I said, I love the fact that you guys take a piece out of your life, even though I'm not trying to edit for 3 or 4 hours. I respect y'all for doing it.
I love how you keep on emphasizing on the edit because you dread editing PMC. This is like the fourth time you keep on emphasizing on the editing aspect. Let's talk about maybe the impact of leaving the YPP program, and in terms of your creative process, because did it affect your did it affect your creative process? Because sometimes then people start saying that, oh, maybe I need to get monetized because it will inspire me to keep creating. Do you, you probably like have scaled down the amount of work you're doing like right now on the YT space. You just talked about it when it comes to the particular editing. Do you find it easier to stay true to still your artistic vision, even minus the whole YPP and even the pressure of being churning out content every single time,
No,
regardless of
I
it
think
being monetized?
no, I don't think so. I think for pressure is what you make it. And
Mm.
for the YT partner program, before it was even a thing, right?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like once you leave it, it's almost as if though you still have your channel, it's almost like you're starting all over again. But you're proceeding to move forward from making that decision once you've done it. And the same way with people who get demonetized, right? And then they have to go through the whole 9 yards. It's
Yeah.
somewhat like that, right? Because even with monetized channels, you understand that the views are gonna tumble up and down. That's just a natural part of this. So I don't really think that going forward, leaving it has had an impact on my channel either way. And technically, like I told you before, I don't
Mm.
post much, but it's amazing, especially with the vertical features, right? With the live stream. That's
Yeah.
also helped me grow some. The only thing that
Mm.
I'm split on is, when you have a wave of trolls when they do appear. Like I don't want that to subscribe because it's like a dead sub. So that's kind of the my gripe with that. But I've tend to grow longer when I'm not really doing streams, man. My
Mm.
numbers have jumped immensely, and I'm grateful for it.
Yeah, and they keep going up. They keep going up. They keep going up. Um, Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dana. And then, speaking of monetization, thank you so much, Coffee and Dessert. Much love and many blessings. Thank you so much, Dana. And then Johnny says, "Well done, Dana. Gogo is now going to buy more glasses." Johnny, leave my glasses alone. Leave my glasses alone. That's what I enjoy doing. I do. Yeah, of course, I'm definitely going to buy another glass for sure. For sure. I need silver ones. I need silver ones. I'm missing those ones from my wardrobe. Thank you so much, dear Dana. I will definitely give you your blessings. I'll give you your blessings right now. I need to show off my video, guys. PMC doesn't like editing. I edited this video. It's 10 seconds only. I have to show off my video. How will you know that I edited the video? May your pot brim with abundance. May your pot brim with abundance. That's my new tagline. May your pot brim with abundance, Dina. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. And then I like what the argument Le Prince, puts up here. But again, with understanding, some people with no jobs and have plenty of time to be on YouTube streets to build their channels. 100%. 100%. I mean, if I didn't have a day job, I think I'll be at 100,000 subscribers. If I didn't have a day, I'll be having a silver button right now. I would be having a silver button right now. I'll be having a silver button right now. I'm just saying. Let me. There's something that Heather just said that when she left the YouTube Partner Program last year, she says that she's enjoying the freedom. She's enjoying. She feels like she's no longer being bonded to do anything. Like the possibilities are endless. And I like how she said that she stepped away because she just found herself. She found herself just by out of that particular space, and that sometimes goes into maybe the amount of work we put in these particular platforms. Sometimes you start questioning yourself, like, what if I get bored? What if I get bored? Just because I spent so much time, just because I've spent 4 years making content, and I get bored, and maybe I don't want to leave because I spent so much time, and that now goes into the conversation of 4,000 watch hours. 4,000 watch hours, 372 live streams. Hey, why would I walk away from that? But that decision, PMC, and you've been taking a break like for a while. How is that like? How is that like for you mentally? What is the thought process that went into that taking of a break? The channel seems to be growing while you're still on break. So, how do you make a decision to take a break? Do the people are pressuring themselves here? Because I know there are people I know there are people are losing their minds on this particular platform because they can't go anywhere because I will lose the people who are supporting me. And I was given an example. Ranita. Ranita took a break for a whole year outside YouTube. Zero content, nothing. And she came back and she just picked up from where she left. So to the people maybe who are trying to overexert themselves, the people want that freedom because maybe it's too much. Your take on it? Because I know we talked about mental toughness in our second, in our first ever collaboration, but just maybe to emphasize on that conversation.
Well, for me, I think it's giving me a lot more flexibility. Like, I'm active in my community tab to at least keep an update for what's going on with me, for what I post, whether it's a photo or a quote of mine, because I'm a poet. And then just my focus is land, agricultural farming. And again, I think when you get far on here, whether you're a partner to the program or not, what it does for you is it helps you develop an impact. I took a small break off here within my vacation for about 4 or 5 days, and I had people asking, "Where's PMC at?" And it's just it's letting you know though, like, sometimes I wonder about them. Are they trapped to this? Because I tell you, Goga, I'm not somebody who gets bored. Like, the world has so much to do. That doesn't necessarily mean putting yourself in one space just to entertain yourself, right? And entertainment comes in many forms. It's subjective, like art. So I don't get bored. Like, I have numerous hobbies that grab my attention where it doesn't involve me being out here. But that doesn't mean that I don't miss this from time to time, because I'm so busy on here constantly. I'm not seizing the other opportunities that exist outside of this. And sometimes, again, I don't know how it is for you or anybody here. You've seen a majority of what YouTube has to offer. So it's almost as if, don't you feel bored sometimes? Even if you're just talking with friends and it's been thoroughly entertaining the whole way through, right? You may get to a point where it's kind of like, what is it that I haven't done? Because then you might consider, if you're not part of other social programs already, it's what you make it. And I think that when you have other outlets that you could go be part of, then you start leaving where you're most notable for behind. You know, Goga, even one of my supporters, she's
Mm.
she had a 10K milestone on TikTok. And I told
Yeah.
her 3 months ago, when you get big on TikTok, bigger than that, you're probably gonna leave YouTube behind. And she laughed about it. But the thing was, you don't really see her on YouTube much like that because she's reaping that TikTok success. So when you have multiple outlets you're part of, now you're forced to be in a dilemma. You're juggling. Where do I
Mm.
stay, or do I stay with all of them? Because let's be honest, if you were running Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Reddit, all of these boards, right? Could you balance them equally? And that's unrealistic. You have to
It's
have an
not realistic.
equilibrium. You have to have an equilibrium and flexibility to enjoy the things you participate in. And I think that's what Lady Free Flow is speaking about regarding freedom, because this
Mm.
can kind of be like the walls close in on you when you spend too much time in a certain place. It's like confinement. You want to exercise a little bit, like you're a yoga enthusiast. You know exactly what I mean when I
Yeah.
say don't be a prisoner to symmetry, right? Um, Explore your options. Understand that the same knock at your door may not appear again. And that's what I mean about seizing the opportunity. There are things that lie outside of this, but because most of your time dedicated to this one thing is you on the outside watching all your other opportunities pass by you. Yeah.
Yeah. I know Jenny Sommerfeld is so passionate down the chat. I feel like I'll have to pull him from down there to come up on the panel at this point. He says, YouTube is not about videos or live. YouTube is about getting people to follow you en masse. Without that, you'll never see a good payday. You need tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of. That is actually true. That's actually true, especially when it comes to the what do you call it, the ad revenue. And that now tells you, that goes back now to what PMC was just talking about. You are just chained to that particular thing because you have to keep churning the views, and maybe some other aspects of your life maybe are suffering in that particular process. PMC, one thing that you've also talked about, and and I remember I was catching this like 2 months ago when you were speaking to Lily on her channel, was yes, we come here to make content. The vision is very simple. I want to share my artistry or maybe my talent with the world. And then I realized, oh wait, I can monetize it. Okay. And then I'm like, all right, fine. Okay, yes, I can monetize it, but I don't want the extra pressure. And then now you have to deal with people. And I like what you said at the beginning, because you say that in the spirit of transitioning, and you'll always be transitioning as a content creator, you lose some people, you gain some people. One of the things that I grapple with is also like the negativity online, especially on these particular platforms. And I mean, I can deal with trolls. I always tell people I fear no one on YouTube. I mean, and a troll is somebody, I mean, I don't even know them. And but then there is now the negativity that comes from people you've known in the community. And you alluded to that earlier. And that sometimes takes a toll on a lot of people. The other day I was so surprised because I was on somebody's live stream. I don't think I've seen her here. I don't want to mention her name. I was on somebody's live stream and she was crying. And I had to ask her what is going on. And it's like, oh, PMC using not PMC, but X insulted me on their live stream. So the person has come on their live stream and they are literally breaking down. And I'm like, no, you can't make this person content. What let's see whether we can focus on what brought you here in the first place. And so we had to, like, a number of us had to join the panel and just speak a bit of sense and everything. And it was wild. And that now gets into a conversation about like the negativity that comes into this. Most of us, we've grown our channels based on that community support, people we know. But at some point it comes at a cost. So I don't know what's your experience on this, especially when it comes to negativity from the people like you are familiar with. I mean, a troll you can deal with, but imagine somebody on the chat, somebody that you know. That takes a whole different level of handling.
I when I spoke on Lily's panel candidly a month plus ago, it was more about taking a stand, and to survive
Yeah.
these streets, man, you have to have thick skin like leather. Like, people are gonna say some cruel things, and you have to brace through it. I've always said hate it's a disease. It's an illusion, because the same people that direct that negative energy I think a lot of them are referencing self. Only it's easier for them to direct it towards whoever they feel they hate. And I feel like this, the thing that bothers me, Goga, about hate is that those that hate someone
Mm,
even loves them, and they're blind to it. Somebody loves you, but you're too busy hating on others. And like I told Lily, because I feel like with Lily, it was good. I'm grateful she gave me that opportunity to speak on that, because you've seen in Alliance that I don't tolerate disrespect amongst my supporters, and I
mm,
understand everybody's gonna not get along. Everybody's not gonna be friends. I get it, but have respect for the sake of the host and the
mm.
environment, right? You don't have to get along with people, but just don't make an understanding, like you're there to support a cause for the host. And if you have a problem that you guys need to air out, maybe if you can exchange numbers, or you're on private message, different platform or whatever, you could go discuss it there and don't bring it public, because I feel like trolling is immaturity. And I get it, that's the era of this now. Trolls are everywhere. Like nobody's immune from that. But I don't really give no energy to what I can't see. I feel like I don't answer ghosts. And the
Mm.
same way they appear, they just take whatever they came with. I mean, I don't know if you've experienced it here. What do you see them say? Shout me out. It's my birthday today. Name a car for an edit. Things of that nature. I timed out somebody for being disrespectful to Julie today, this morning. And instead of focusing on her situation regarding the hurricane, they were more concerned about insulting her and talking about their own wants. And, like I made sure to make it known in the chat, damn it, if, pardon the language, damn it, if nobody else is going to stand up for you, I'm going to. And don't be
Mm.
mad at me for having your back when nobody else chose to.
Perfect, powerful, and I like that, and I will definitely highlight a few comments that I'm getting in. I like this beautiful comment here. Michelle says, "That's why I keep." Sorry guys, so full of words. Michelle says, "That's why I keep to myself. We are living in days where everyone is offended if they don't see you show up, not even knowing if that person is okay or not." That's a comment. And then there is free Heather says, "I conserve my energy by not going live. Energetically and mentally, spiritually, it drains me." All right, those are very those are powerful, guys. And then there's a comment here. I just want to like pick up on it. I think that's pretty much it. Hold on. Momo's nice to see you. Thank you so much, Momo's. Momo's nice to see you, and congratulations. Congratulations on your milestones. Congratulations on your milestones. Let me see real quick whether I missed anything. One of the things that you talked about, especially when it comes to negativity, and I like how you fostered a space of positivity, and it's generally, we do say it like, sometimes like sometimes a chat can be a reflection of the host. If negativity flies in there, people are insulted, there is violence, and the host keeps quiet. Sometimes it's like, yeah, the host condones the that's how it oops the host, sorry guys, let me just get PMC back. We dropped off. The host condones this kind of behavior. That's the message it sends. Like for to any observer, any person who is observing. And that's one of the other aspects that that you, even when you're coming in this particular space, we always have to be very, I do say we do have a lot of responsibility as content creators to some extent. We are like leaders, and sometimes even the things you say, they can make or break a person. And I think that's really my small take on it, and when it comes to this aspect. So it's always amazing just to foster a space of positivity where people feel like free, where people's opinion feel they feel valued. When somebody leaves your space, what kind of impact did they like feel when they left your space? Did they feel like worse than before they came in, or did they feel like a bit, oh, I'm relieved PMC answered something that had always been grappling with? For me, that's how I look at it. PMC, let me see. People are like, no, PMC dropped, that's why he moved to the other side. Let me bring him back to his side, his side of the screen. um That's it. That's it. Thank you. Peterson has captured it for me. PMC will also weigh in. You bring the weather as a leader. Yes, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying in so many words. And PMC does that a lot also in this particular platform. PMC, I don't know that you have any reaction on this in terms of just the kind of culture, because I do feel as content creators, you also shape the culture on your channel. And I think we've talked about this before.
I mean, for me, regarding the disconnect that people have amongst each other, sometimes that goes beyond what the host could do. You know, like with me stepping in for Lily, that was a conscious choice because I felt like it needed to be said by somebody other than Lily herself because we all can kind of relate to what that whole live stream was about. And I
Mm,
feel like this, you know, like you said, sometimes the environment it resembles the host in a lot of ways, right? I don't co-sign drama, I don't fuel it, I don't again, you may laugh, but I tell people I only pick sides with my meals, never people that I'm friends with or family members, right?
mm,
Because again, you know, you can't be neutral in a position you're not in the first place. And sometimes, like it has appeared in the Lions Den, I had a situation over a week ago between two supporters that really support my cause, but they kind of had some back and forth. And, you know, I had to let them know you guys have options and I have to hold down the fort, stern on my beliefs. You know that I'm not about drama, and if you guys really
mm,
want to do something about it, you know where the door is. You can exit politely. That's as friendly for me as it's gonna get because you know what? These are people much older than me, and you know, just like them, they have a responsibility to be adults and handle their dislikes elsewhere instead of trying to jeopardize a place that's strictly about peace. And again, I understand everybody's not going to get along, but I can make damn sure that whatever problems they have don't happen in my chat. And see, that's where the flare starts to come out because I don't, you know, with all due respect, Goga, you can be passive, man, but at some point, like you're gonna be pushed to bring out that edge in you, and then people are gonna perceive, people are gonna perceive you a different way, right? When
mm,
you snap, I've already endured that, right? See, when I'm in my stream, I handling it a different way, but at the
mm,
same time, you know, I know what it's like. I know it's costly for the things you say. I have lost supporters that took what I said offensively because I was standing on what I believe in. And I
mm,
didn't do nothing wrong to them. And this is not about me. I make sure the stream is about everybody that supported me because, you know, everybody's there to have fun, ask me things, me to give feedback or me respond to whatever it is they're talking about. And like I tell them, what will be the purpose of live streaming if we didn't have an audience to circulate the conversation? Because I don't think we will listen to ourselves talk for hours. The same way you asked me how was starting this journey for me. At one
mm.
subscriber, I can tell you the very first live stream I did, I got a high from one person and I sat there for 2 hours and nobody else came in. I said, okay, if this is what this is going to be like, I'm not really sure if I want to continue forward. But then, you know, like I say, you have to give things a chance. And then a couple of
Mm.
days later, I gave it another shot and I met one of my closest friends within 7 days. And he was the one that really was like, yo, man, you should continue doing this. I think you could do good on here for whatever it is you're trying to do. He does content, he's more with the shorts, but he's
Mm.
somebody that I give a lot of respect and credit to and owe to that I'm still on this platform alone because you know I never intended to go this far, let alone see 13K. And I just feel like you have to protect your mental. Like I always tell Lily in private, you know, make sure you happy because a lot of times you can't do that if you're too busy trying to make everybody else happy. And you know, it starts with self. Self love is the best love.
Self-love is the best love. And that now brings me then to the next part of the question, which will be sometimes the audience may demand too much. And I know this is like probably the third time I'm asking you this question. Sometimes the audience demand too much. And where then do you draw a line, between engagement and also staying true to yourself. Because yes, I'm Goga. There are certain things I'm not going to bring on Goga channel. I don't. There are certain things I deal with outside there, but I also need my sanity, because those aspects of my life are the ones that I go back to when I click end the stream. Then I have to deal with them. So how do you then find that balance then between staying true to yourself while still fostering engagement with the audience and the community? Because then that you do know that that's now that falls right into the territory then of YPP. How do you keep them engaged? The ads
You
are
know,
going out. Yeah.
when you end
Yes.
this stream, what are the things that you're gonna think about from the questions you asked me to my answers I gave you? You understand? So once this is over, I'm not and remember, I didn't ask you what you'll retain, what you asked me and what I answered you with. It's kind of like it gives you a chance to reassess, should you have reworked what you asked me, or should I have reworked what I answered you and how I answered you? And
Mm,
a lot of times, like with the conversation that I had with Lily, it teaches me every day, how can I handle something in better ways that I did prior, where it cost me relationships with people that I thought were my friends. And I burned a couple bridges, Goga, because I thought I handled something in the right way where my heart wasn't in the right place. And I dropped the ball. That was my fault. As a man, you have to own your mistakes when you mess up. And as I've gotten older, it's helped me tremendously understand that you don't bring private things public just to garner a couple views, because a lot of people are going to get hurt. And even
mm,
if who's supporting me doesn't care about my feelings, I care about theirs, because I'm not going to be their equal. This is a separate to make you understand, we may have similarities, but we're individuals. We're not identical. We're not the same. And that's where you separate yourself from your audience. And regarding what you just said about when is too much enough and where do you draw the line, where somebody demands, somebody else will always supply. It's human nature, but that doesn't mean you have to. Everything is choice based, but whatever you choose doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna choice fairly. And I don't think a lot of people realize this until after they made a poor decision. And since we're on camera, it can also be used against us. People can screen record and misinterpret exactly what we're saying, edit it, and make it look like we're saying things that we didn't. And see, that's kind of my gripe with YouTube. YouTube, where nobody else really speaks on it, and I haven't seen, YouTube kind of condones drama. And I know that that's not the space for this, but people have taken their own lives due to
mm.
cyberbullying on different platforms, because what hurtful words somebody said to them just warned them so much, they took themselves up out of here. And I've talked about this in the Lions Den, and I think what steers people away that no longer support me is some people aren't ready for a lot of conversations. That's why what's profound is disregarded. And
Mm.
if you notice, right, a college professor, that's his job. He teaches for a living. But if he was talking to somebody out on the street just from his perspective and trying to educate them, he'd be perceived as, you're lecturing. Well, lecture is a form of artistry. And if people don't know who you are and don't give you a chance to state your piece, when you're about to deliver your masterpiece, they stop you from talking and say you talk too much. Because anybody that's teaching, right? How are
Mm.
they going to teach you anything when you won't let them? And this is what I'm trying to explain to Lily. You have to go make yourself happy. But how can you do that when your focus is trying to make others happy? And even as suggestion, because I'm terrible at giving advice. I don't take my own. And that's something that that's something I have to work on, and it's hard, man. A
It is.
forest doesn't grow trees overnight. So I'm still learning, one day at a time. But I'd a suggestion I've even told Lily, if it's affecting your mental health by being in these YouTube streets, you should stay off here, because that's what is going to give you the grounds, outside of what internals you got through going at home. You have to find time alone to really find out who you are. You understand the term finding forever is about finding self. And some people never get to do that because they're too busy trying to make others happy. And what happiness you don't see in yourself, you see it in everybody else. That's the problem.
Absolutely. Frugal Mama, nice to see you. Frugal Mama is in the building. You guys are sending parts. Let me highlight a few comments and then PMC can also just like react to what you guys are saying because just for him to be able to see the charts. So I will start from, let me start, where did I stop? I stopped at, let me start where Kisha came through. Where did sorry, I starred all the charts so that I don't forget. Okay, so Kisha says, YouTube has been good for me from a personal growth perspective. I'm excited to continue, and although my aspirations are not grand, I'm so encouraged by the amazing support from the YouTube community. PMC, feel free to like interrupt in case you want to react to anything that I've highlighted. Janine says, I am writing a book in addition to doing YouTube. That's amazing. Wow, it's amazing. It's amazing. Send me a copy. Then Johnny Smallpaper says, break YouTube down, begin with the end in mind, and YouTube will work for you. Start with milestones that you need to hit to be successful while maintaining your character that will guide you. Oh, that's powerful. Then Lady Spell says, Heather says, I watched people like Nora, the Stock Explorer. Oh, Nora is amazing. Nora, God bless Nora. We are going to have her on the panel one of these days. I watch people like Nora go from teaching stock to promotions and scratch off tickets to get subs. I told her to take control of her channel and life back and teach stocks again. And then this one I already read. Momo, thank you so much for the 20 months of trust. And then Lady Spell says, think of how much time and energy you put in running into running and YouTube channel, how much time and energy you put in yourself. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, this was when PMC was talking about the importance of, and then Johnny Smallpaper says, being a subscriber is freeing. Being a content provider is powerful. Both take courage and guts. PMC, do you know I miss the days I just used to be a subscriber? Life just used to be easier. Life just used to be easier. Life just used to, nothing to upload, no live stream to attend, like no pressure. Good Vibes Cave is currently on a break, says, right proud, hence why my stepping back, looking after my mental health is number one. Yeah, Good Vibes has been on a break for a while. Like I haven't seen, I think, on the streets for like a month. So yeah, Johnny Smallpaper talking to Helen, walk away and find others that love and support you as you would. They're out there. Like here, PMC, Goga. Hey, Johnny Smallpaper, why are you massaging my ego? You know me very well. I have 600 people on my block list. My channel is all positive. Johnny Smallpaper, 600 people on your block list. Yo. Johnny is mad. We love him for it. And then Peterson says, YouTube has definitely made my skin thicker. I don't take much personally anymore. Some people are just looking for attention, bad and badder. And then he says, it makes it worth it when someone tells me my video helped them, and that's what keeps me going. Very powerful comments there, PMC, from the chat. I don't know if there's anything you want to react to based on the ones I just highlighted. Let me see. Yeah, these guys are just laughing. Let's see. Trina says, I'm taking a break in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. Good to know, Trina. So she says, I feel the need to take a break, so I will be taking a break this month. It's okay. Do it. People, you'll always find your tribe here. Your tribe will always be here. Don't stop living. We are going to be here. Good Vibes has been on a break, and life continues. There's always life happening. PMC, the next thing, and I'm just getting towards the tail end of my questions. When it you talked about the aspect of longevity, and you talked about that. Goga, what if one day it's no longer working? What if one day you want to move on to other things? One day an opportunity comes and you can't say no, and that sometimes may cost you saying bye to this this particular platform, or just reworking the platform and how you interact with it. PMC, what kind of legacy do you look to make? Because one of the things I really respect about you is how you've stayed away from social media. Like, guys, let me tell you, for you to get PMC, you have to write him an email, like the old email, like that's, but it's very responsive. That's the beauty with PMC. He responds to email like he respond to text. So, you don't have social media presence. The probably the only thing that interfaces you with us is your channel, and you don't even keep your live streams. You keep them private. You don't let them stay on the channel. You don't let them stay on the channel. So it's really like we interact with you real time, and once you are done, until the next one, and we don't have a schedule for it. You'll just surprise us one day. So how do you look at what do you like what do you look at as legacy, especially in platforms like this?
I feel for legacy, for me, it's easy. Even in my community tab, I said that I want what I say to be remembered, and it'll be remembered by many that really were a part of my time here on this, because I feel like I feel more about freedom. That's what I chase, freedom. The pursuit of it is exciting. And like what Lady Free Flow is saying, we talked about this here and there on our channel. Like, you could be enjoying something so much you don't even acknowledge that you're trapped in it because you're staying there. And again, sometimes people kind of create this protective space out of fear. You fear what's outside of where you're most comfortable, and so you won't let yourself explore what the world has to offer. And I don't want to be one of those people. So anytime my opportunities presented to me, I'll take into consideration because I'm skeptical, and then I'll make my move from there. Like, I'm well rounded, and me, like, I don't bring my personal life on the net because it's more about learning what not to do by observing what others and what's happened to them. Like, you always say that, they say that you can spare yourself being a victim of crimes on the net, because a lot of times when people present their life on here, they get slandered for it, and they're not doing anything wrong. It's just this hateful nature that is so popular, right? Hate is the gaze of the public for most people. People come on here to tell you how terrible your channel is. If you notice, Goga, I'm not sure how often you visit shorts, but even shorts are like a hub for hate comments. I've seen it happen. Yeah, man. Like, where is hate at? Not at. That's kind of what I'm asking. So one of those things about legacy is what you make it. I always say I could only be held responsible for the things I've said and what I've presented on here for what I have. So if I want to be remembered, I just hope my words of encouragement or just bold truth have aged like fine wine when I'm long gone. And I tell everybody, you got to really pick a rose from your own garden, because most of the people that say they love you aren't going to give you your flowers while you're here. And what good are they to you when you can't smell them and you're gone? So you have to understand what I mean about self-love is really loving yourself, where the people around you say they love you, but they show you different. And you don't learn that until you either leave the YouTube partner program or you leave this platform to its entirety. The freedom that Free Flow and I talk about is having nothing to do with socials, period. And I live how I talk and talk how I live. I don't do socials because they don't grab my interest. They're not for me. The same way I don't bring my family, and I'm a family man. I don't play when it comes to my family. So I do everything to protect them and their image, because I know that you got people that even make pages for their babies now. And hate has no limits, man. You know what? Hate has no limits, Goga. Even a baby can be attacked verbally, and that sickens me.
Absolutely.
So that's one thing I make sure not to do. Like, if you love someone, you don't subject them to things they don't want to do. I've watched tons of videos on here where these families would tell their babies, get in front of the camera, and the baby says no. They have a right to that. So you shouldn't force somebody to do something they don't want to just so you can go viral. Like, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not.
One of the things I've been trying to get people to reflect on, especially, and you're a philosopher, so you would know this, is the philosophy behind their content creation. And sometimes this goes into asking yourself your why. Why are you making the content? why are you keeping the artistry going? Why do you why do you go through the whole pain of shooting a video, editing? You're creating a story. There's a story that you're telling out of your content creation. And some people struggle to get their why. So for you, it could have been experimenting with different kind of things. It is the martial arts, it is the cooking, it is the dessert, it is the nice conversations you have with your community during your live streams. And eventually, sometimes you can't say that sometimes it's a very straight line. I think you keep exploring until one day you find what resonates with you. When it comes to your philosophy, when it comes to content creation, what is your why? If why do you still keep coming on here, uh, despite your evolution, despite leaving the YPP program? What is that thing? What is that thing that keeps you still in this space?
Words of encouragement from the supporter that I garnered in a 7-day span when I first started. Like that's a guy that I consider my brother, because when I didn't have an audience yet at all, I didn't even have 1K yet. He kept really pushing me to do something, not because it was like he was nagging me, and I didn't take it that way. I'm like, I hope to meet more friends along the way to give me that type of encouragement, because encouragement never hurt nobody, Goga. And one thing you have to have out here, if you don't do it to yourself, you have to motivate yourself. So like I said before, that brother of mine really gave me hope for what content creation is supposed to be, because like you said, it's telling a story, and life is a narrator telling your story. So now that you have the tools to edit and make videos, you're sharing a piece of you with the outside world that's going to give you feedback, both pros and cons, negative and positive. And it's interesting, and it's nothing wrong with criticism. I like it because it helps us get better at what we're already good at. So I stick around for the same reason. I try to inspire people, because I said in one of my quotes not too long ago, to believe in who you see, you have to believe in who you see when you're asleep, meaning self. And there is strength in numbers, right? But there's a greater strength in self-belief. If you don't believe in you, you can't really expect nobody else to. And when you're living in a world full of doubt, more people are going to tell you what you can't do. The same way that you're a superhero to those that doubt you, in the sense that everything they tell you that you won't be or you're not, you become those things, and they develop a dislike for you because somebody told them the exact same words, and they settled for the doubt that somebody told them. So now when they see you level up and take it a step further, man, it's a problem. And one of the things about life is I don't fear anything. I just fear what way life is going to turn, because the best thing about being at the bottom is you have no place to go but up. So you gotta try to get yourself up there. If you won't let nobody else do it either, or it's on you, because remember, nobody else can live for you, and nobody else can tell your story but you. And one thing is for certain is that once you realize who you are, who can be you but you, that kind of thing.
I love that. I like the conversation around criticism, and Tina is talking about this. Like, criticism will push you beyond what you ever thought you could do. She adds that. And then there was a very beautiful comment I saw here as well. These are your flowers. Kisha is telling you, our beautiful young lion has such an amazing spirit. Such an amazing spirit.
Thanks.
Yes, PMC always has an amazing spirit. We love PMC, and actually, this is a fourth time. PMC, one of the things, and I just want to, this is me just, PMC doesn't like me putting him on the spot for sure, but PMC doesn't even do panels, but this the fourth. This I think I'm the one person he has granted, I think, the most interviews on YouTube streets. He doesn't do panels, he doesn't do interviews, he doesn't do this kind of things. But it's always been amazing. And anytime he comes here, Kisha, you've been here before. There's always some very nice aura. So it's a very peaceful aura, and it's very nice. And people are just, and I like about people are always just quiet, and they're listening, and they're asking questions, and they're reflecting, because you guys are typing amazing comments. It means you're reflecting just based on what PMC is saying, and you guys are thinking about it, and you are internalizing it, and you're putting it down there on the chat. So thank you. I just thought I should like give him those flowers. So yes, beautiful spirit there. Tina agrees. Yeah, some children are so uncomfortable, yet their parents are putting them on social media. 100%. Johnny Small Pepper says, have you ever had any successful person, channel, business leader ever bash anyone? Hey, no haters. No haters are behind you. Leave them there and ignore them. All they are looking for is attention. Focus on you. Yep, guys. I think that is I would say facts. Facts. Yeah, facts. I like how guys from Facebook. Hey, thank you so much, my Facebook community. Hey, I'm just seeing people from Facebook there. Thank you so much. Over 12 people are watching us there on Facebook, including Omaya from Ireland. Omaya, who came and told us here on Sunday, do live streams even if you are cleaning dishes. That was amazing. Omaya, people have been cleaning dishes since you left the panel on Sunday. People have been cleaning. I've been seeing people clean dishes here. Like, I'm like, oh my goodness, guys. She meant it. It was figurative. I didn't. It was figurative. Like, do something. Do something. Do something. Do something. I wanted to just like ask something about value, because most people attach the YPP. When you finally get into the YPP, the value is, yes, I'm going to get monetized, I'm going to get a threshold, I'm going to be getting that $100 per month, which is not guaranteed. When you left the YPP, what other forms of value then now did you attach, especially now to, let's say, the channel? Because if you're out of YPP, there's a certain value that goes with it, because you are there for 2 years, so the channel had that value in terms of being monetized. What other forms of value actually brought fulfillment to you after leaving the YPP program? Because one of the things then that this is triggering me to think of is, do we have the capacity to start thinking of a new value system? What do we assign as value to us beyond the YPP?
Well, for me, I think what comes next, right? Because we don't know what YouTube plans to do. We only get tidbits of samples of what's going to happen. And because everything's constantly changing, you don't know what's next. The same way you got that feature where you could make a little bit of money off the shorts, right? We didn't see that coming. So it's kind of like value again. We don't really know what's coming. And see, because I left that, I really don't know internally what changes will come for that. So I won't be able to know, but I can always share my story about how, was it enjoyable? I would say it was more interesting than enjoyable while I was a member for the YouTube partner program, because everything was constantly changing. And you know what? When you talk about reflection, Goga, I can tell you honestly, for what my memory serves me, man, I had got 1,576 supporters when I got my first community tab. Back when you had to, now they're making it a little easier, right? You got
community. I know. You remember community guys used to struggle for the community tab. Like the 500. I think it used to be 500 subscribers in my time. Like for you to get the community tab, it was like a big deal.
Yeah, man. It took me to get past 1K to unlock the community tab. And the thing was, I know they're making it a little bit easier now because of the 500 to get a community tab, and even less, and then the 3,000 watch hours. But at the same time, like what you asked me about value, it's hard for me to really give an answer because I'm not part of the YouTube partner program no more. So if the roles were reversed and I was hosting and asking you, I would say, like, your point for being a YouTube partner member right now, what's the thing that adds value for you as your member still?
Yeah, I mean, that's a very, like sometimes I'm the one person, I've never actually redeemed my earnings from YouTube, and that sometimes always makes me question myself, because I'm like, it means like, to some extent, does it mean that you really, did you really need to be in the YPP in the first place? Because I've never redeemed it, and I always say that if the few I've redeemed is maybe just to get to support the creators who are just getting monetized and feel, I feel like that. And even that, I've never touched the YouTube money. It's always just my own personal funds that go towards those particular things. But yes, for me, the value, I think, the value really comes from it is that helping people, like making that difference, making life a bit easier for the next person. And it's been a long time coming, and I like what you said earlier about how it takes time. For me, I really didn't know my why, and for the longest time I just used to come here and hang out. Just hang out. But nowadays it's getting to a place of I'm looking at it in terms of now building that legacy, in terms of the impact that you're putting in the community. How can I help you? How can I make your journey a little bit easier based on the knowledge and the expertise I've accumulated for the last 4 years I've been in this space, and the networks that I've made? Because sometimes I may not know something, but I do know I have a network of people I can just reach out and they can solve that problem in one move. So that for me, that's what I think I assign as value. So, man, you made me reflect. I've never even thought about it that way. Like the value can actually come from it can actually come from what actually keeps you here. So thanks for that question, PFC. Um, so guys, what is your value? What do you assign as value, especially on your space and in your on your platforms? Omaya Girls is saying hi to you. Esther Omaya, thank you so much. I like how you PMC. I like how you credit the people who gave you those beginnings. And Lily here, I always make fun of Lily every single time because Lily is the one person who knew who knew how I used to do my live streams when I started off, and I used to say hi to spam, and she keeps making fun of me with it up to date. But there are those days that it was only Lily and I on the live stream, and I'm doing my yoga there, and I'm trying to look for the watch hours, and then I'm busy saying hi to spam. Lily's there laughing like crazy. He's like, Goga, this is a spam. You don't need to say hi to them. Like, it was just amazing. That grace of the beginning. The beginning is always just amazing, and it's amazing how you always have those people who have been in your corner like from back then. And yeah, so I think I just wanted to give Lily her credits. Guys, Lily knew me way before I even started doing live streams, and I was struggling there, busy saying hi to spam and everything, and she was always making fun of me out of it, but she was helping me out in the process. So Lily, please take your crown and take your flowers. Take your flowers. Omai is asking, what is YPP? Oh, YPP is just the short of YouTube Partner Program, popularly known as monetization. YouTube Partner Program, popularly known as monetization. That's what is that is YPP. It's not like a political party or anything. Oh my goodness! Because if it's a Kenyan will start thinking about other things. Ike, nice to see you. Welcome, Ike. Welcome, Ifeanyi. I saw a very beautiful comment here from. Wait. I think I missed it. Welcome, Ike. Nice to see you. Let me see. Yeah. So Trina is agreeing with you and saying that nowadays you just start a channel and you have the community tab. Let me tell you guys, that community tab used to work for it. PLC, let me tell you, I didn't even know about the community tab. This is what happened. So I used to go to people's live streams before I even started my own live streams. I just used to go visit people's live streams. Then people used to tell me, if you have community, please share me out. And I used to wonder, what are they talking about? Because I didn't have that thing. I didn't have that. So I kept on, what do they mean? Like I share them on my WhatsApp status, or I go and tell my community that PMC is live? What are they talking about? I never used to get it until one day I saw that thing on my homepage, and I was like, oh, these are community tab. This is what they've been talking about all along. But it was a little bit too late because I think YouTube had already made it a bit easy. And that maybe goes to the next thing I'm going to ask you. You share you really make your community tab very engaging. And I don't know what has been your experience, because I've realized that anytime I post a community tab, a community post that has a message. There's a message you're trying to pass in the community post that may not necessarily have anything to do any of your videos or even YouTube or anything. They tend to do very well. And I've seen it a lot with your quotes and your powerful affirmations sometimes that you share on your community page. How do we make the community tab? How do we make it responsible? Because most people don't understand the power that tab has. But you really capitalize on that tab a lot. Like, I think most of your posts go on that tab.
I think that for me, that's an escape. Like, the community tab is a place where I exercise my thoughts. And what I don't say in a stream as a guest, which is very rare, um it's kind of there for everything that I don't say on purpose. Like, you know, just yesterday I had 3 posts and I deleted them because I was kind of in this space where, my mind isn't working like clockwork. I was like, no, this isn't what I wanted to post. So I took it down. And then I have a saying about the way I work. You know, I don't always say what I see, but you'll see what I'm saying when I post it. And that's kind of where I go for escape, just to let people know, everything's good with me. I'm doing all right. Like, the community tab is a great opportunity to have, and go tell everybody. Like, for me, go. One thing that I've never done since you mentioned it, I've
Mm,
never asked anybody to share me out since I started YouTube.
mm,
And especially because, like, going back to the trolling thing, right? Because it's
yeah.
everywhere. I noticed that when people share you out, whatever trolls that they're dealing with kind of start infecting your channel. And
Yeah.
either way, they can easily be blocked. But the Lion's Den has never really had no kind of negativity, because it's really, the concept for me is centering around number, peace, and liberation. Like, bring people together that don't know each other, because again, audience retention is an integral part of our channels, whether monetized or not. So, like I tell everybody, um I'm grateful at being shared out, but I just tell them as a safe space. Like, the last live stream I did, I had to do 2 takes because the first time the signal wasn't that good. But Lily had said, please don't share the host out. So I pinned her message so people understand, like, don't share me out. And
Mm,
sometimes it goes hand in hand, because you know how you could help someone, you could share them out, you could promote them, but they don't do the same for you, and then that causes a issue later. Like you said about the memberships earlier, right? Where
yeah.
people don't really take an understanding. The same way, everything won't always be equalized. You could
Mm,
share me out, but I don't share you out. I feel like this: if there's balance with the way we work, that helps friendships last a lifetime. And if I want, like what you said about legacy, I always want the people that really connect with me and still with me to this day, right? I want those people to really remember me when I leave here, because they're the ones that I connect with the most. The same way you asked me last time I was up here, what is it about certain chats that I stay in for an extensive period of time versus the ones I don't stay in very long? And
mm,
the answer hasn't changed since then, right? 8 months ago, the places that you see me in for quite some time, I could resonate with them because I see a lot of my journey within theirs for wherever they're going. Like, I've even had conversations with certain people where some of them are even considering not even quitting or throwing in the towel for this, but kind of just stepping away. Because, like you said about Renita, I've taken a year off this when I lost one of my aunts during Hurricane Maria. I'm a survivor of that. I'm
mm.
still here. So it's easier to let go rather than hold on to something. And I think when you enjoying something too much, it could be problematic, because I'm having too much fun. I gotta slow down because I might crash if I keep going. And that's just the way I think. Like, I learned that, through my father. My father always used to tell me, coming up as a, young man, hey, don't enjoy something so much, because there comes a time where you have to buckle down and be serious about things that don't have room for enjoyment. And that's a life principle that follows me to this day. So I always say about this: have your fun, but when it comes to business, right, you can love
Mm.
what you do, but sometimes there's no room for laughter when you have to handle the business that you're in. And when it comes to building an enterprise that most people have for a vision with longevity, a joke
Mm.
is all it takes for everything to fall apart that you work so hard to build. So that kind of thing.
Absolutely. Guys, if you have any question, please feel free to drop them down on the chat so that I can engage PMC. I actually am done with my engagement, and I think I've gotten. I hope we've gotten something out of this. We've been here for the last 2 hours, and time just flies. I was like thinking it's been 1 hour. Time always just flies when you're hanging out with PMC. You don't even realize that it's already been 2 hours. But yes, so this is a reaction to the aspect of panels. Johnny Smallpaper says 90% of panels are a disaster. I refuse to participate on panels, any with the exception of very few people that don't compete for time and attention. A conversation versus a battle for expertise. I will pick PMC's brains about panels as well. And then we have Kisha here says PMC's community tab is always draws me in and makes me think, and is responsive and engaging. Is responsive and engaging. And then she also says
Thanks.
that yes, she was in that live stream where you had said don't share me out, and she didn't understand what was going on. But back to what Johnny Smallpaper is saying about panels. What is your policy, your official position when it comes to panels? My personal position is that I will definitely vet the panels that I'm appearing. I just don't show up in any panel or anybody's panel, because there are people who have a history, and it's not exactly very nice history on these platforms. So you don't want to come and appear like you're going to sanitize some of their mistakes, especially that they've made in a very public way. So I do tend to vet them. I prefer having a topic because it keeps me focused. It keeps me focused, and at least I know that we are coming there for an agenda. Like today we are talking about YPP and a whole load of other YT issues. I like being very intentional in the spaces that I appear, because it will keep us a bit focused. What is your take on this panel conversation? Because I do know there are a lot of perspectives out there.
I don't disagree with Johnny saying, because Goga, I learned about my fourth year on here. Like when I got a chance, and I don't watch my own videos for what I put out on my own live streams, but when I reflected on me being a guest on panels where there were like 6 guests or more, looking at myself back then, right now, I would say, what the hell was I even doing up there? Just because a lot of times when it's negative, and again, I don't believe in talking over people. I try not to do that at all. That's rude. But it's like everybody's up there has something to say. So I want to make sure, that's why I apply that to my chat. Like I want to read every comment and touch on it, because it's important to them. And it matters to me too, because it helps the conversation keep its flavor. Now with panels, sometimes a host has a problem, but they don't have a problem with the host. They have a problem who the host has as a guest. And sometimes the host isn't willing to step in and bring balance to the conversation being held at hand. And for what that's worth, if there's just going to be friction up there, like, I have a quote of mine: if the energy's not potent, I'm not present, because I'm not going to be the one that causes any problems. And so I'm not going to be there. Like, I don't want nothing to do with drama. And again, to get fame, sometimes that's the route people take. Well, it's easier to cause controversy and make money off it. And that's, again, this is the problem with YouTube. YouTube does get paid first before any of us. So they like controversy. The same way there's ads in non-monetized channels. They got to make their revenue when it's down for content creation. You understand? So we working for them. We working for them technically. And you don't, like I tell everybody, right? This is what happens when the PayPal and Cash Apps get mentioned. You want the full in what you work for. And I understand what taxes mean. But when you're sitting on here hours and working hard like you, I see your streams. I know that you're very helpful for the questions that your chatters have, and they have faith in you to help them. So you deliver. And you're getting paid for that. But you're also being stripped of helping those, because YouTube, and I get it, it goes back to the tax thing. But for the hard work and time we put on here, what we're allowed to do, because you travel a lot, right? You're busy outside of this. What about, hey, it's nothing wrong with us saying, well, we want to get paid entirely for what we're doing and the time we spend up there. I don't think I'm out of pocket saying that, but understanding hand in hand, I get it, the tax thing. And when you use PayPal and Cash App, for me, PayPal only takes 25 cents from you. So if you were to get like $5 donation, you get $4.75. And with YouTube, you're fortunate if you get $3 out of that, man. So like I said, it's just about taking everything into account. And recognizing your work, because what you said about value, it hits
Mm.
home for me, because self value means so much and it's so powerful that who you ask about value can't really answer you because they don't value themselves.
Yeah, that's true. Guys, thank you so much, Service. Thank you so much, Service Out Kitchen, for the raid. We just got a raid from Service Out Kitchen. Thank you so much for the raid. I see everybody who came in through the raid. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. The power of community through the raid. Where is the captain? Guys, I've told you tap tap doesn't work on horizontal. Let me tell you, PMC, do you know tap tap? I think you will know it because you do
Yeah, the double
verticals.
click.
you know, People are so obsessed with this tap tap thing from last week. And they come to this live stream and I'm like, guys, this one doesn't have tap tap because it's the traditional horizontal normal live stream. This one, so people are busy tapping the screen and it's not tapping. So Maria Service Out Kitchen, they're coming through here saying tap tap, and I'm like, guys, this is not the tap tap. People are obsessed with this tap tap thing. It's amazing, but I love it because we are getting more thumbs ups. So thank you so much, Service Out Kitchen, for the thumbs up. Uh, and the tap tap. I don't know how you got the tap tap, but thank you so much for the tap tap as well.
I'm not a fan of the vertical, because I mean sometimes when you like, you could just click on the thumbs up even though you have to scroll up to the three dots in the right hand
Yeah.
corner. The thing is, sometimes I would scroll and then I'm in a streamer that I'm like, I don't know who this is. I'm not even subscribed to them. Then I have to go back to where I was at. So I'm not a fan of the vertical streaming feature.
Yeah. So now, since this tap tap business started last week, let me tell you, the people are doing live streams. We are just like tap tap, guys, tap. I mean, I visit live stream, people are just like tap 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 tap. Guys, they are so obsessed with it. It's amazing. But I know anything new and shiny, it has to fizzle out. Ike was requesting you to repeat the last part about having too much fun. I think that's a quote. I think there's something about you said about fun. Um,
About having too much fun. It's fun to enjoy the entertainment, but when it calls down for, buckling down on being serious for the business aspect, right? All it takes is one joke to make everything you build fall apart. Remember, I know that Jenga in Swahili means to build. You see what this is? My
yes,
wife made this. This is African garb.
I
She
love
made
it.
this. I really appreciate the culture. Remember, my father, he's African. I have roots from Cameroon in my family. So I really take building seriously, because it's amazing how the smallest thing can make everything you work hard for fall apart. And again,
Mm,
on a serious note, I like that we have opportunity to make our dreams come true. Because remember, Goga, I have a saying, sometimes your nightmares run towards you, and sometimes your dreams run away because you don't believe in who you see when you sleep. So, like I said before, if you don't believe in what vision you have, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to become a makeshift reality. And you also have to be mindful of those that are around you, because sometimes a person that believes in what you see can
mm,
also work against you. They may be too adamant more than you are, and you have to look at that two ways. Does the person share this hope for me that it's going to come full circle, or are they willing to seize what I see as their own? That's why you see content creators, when they have problems with one another, you often hear them say, "Hey, this person stole my idea." But what
mm,
what you don't hear them say is, before either of them started this platform, somebody else had already done this conceptually and procedural in a way that they're not willing to give credit to the originator. So, one of my favorite quotes about life is be original. And we're too busy doing the next thing. Like, that's why you have communities. You got mukbangers, you have farmers, you have different groups of everybody doing something that
yeah.
everybody else has done already. So it's kind of like, what's that one thing in a video that you have watched your whole time on here, but you've never seen that one bit of originality within? Because it's hard to find something that hasn't already been done. The same way when you brainstorm it, or somebody else just came out with that idea. That's
Mm,
crazy, because I was just thinking about it. So like I said before, My community tab is a place that I exercise my thoughts. Like on a daily, I sit here and think while I'm working, even when I'm on the farm, farming, I'm thinking to myself, what hasn't been done yet? What have we
Mm.
not seen yet? And again, what have we not seen yet that somebody went viral for? Because to be fair, not to knock those that went viral, I'm like, some of those who go viral, I'm like, is that all it takes? Why is it not that easy for everybody else? I mean, am I missing, am am I missing something? I'm just trying to, how they say you have to understand before you understand. And I'm happy, I'll be the first to tell you, I'm happy to see somebody grow. But the only disappointment I have with some of them is that come from humble beginnings and stay humble. Because the same way that you went viral, that could easily be forgotten tomorrow when you seize that success yesterday. So that's the one thing I love about the idea. You went viral, just don't forget who got you there. And that's why I say about the people that still follow me. Like Lily, you mentioned Lily a couple times. Lily is one of the people that I met. I met her through Rob Allbanks, and at the time she
Mm.
was Bunny Bluebell. That was the name I met her under.
Bunny, I remember by
And
the.
Lily's been with me long enough to, understand that, like I explained to her, if I'm gonna pass along some wisdom for what I know or what I've learned throughout this platform, I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't hurt your channel in any way. And for what I don't know, I'm gonna recommend you go to somebody that I entrust for them to help you in the area of expertise that I
Absolutely.
couldn't. So remember, we have a responsibility. Like if I told somebody, go subscribe to Goga, and they went straight to your shorts and just said nice video, that's kind of a reflection of me because I was the one that recommended them go over there. And it's free. Support is free. It don't cost a price. I'm just saying, go watch 3 to 5 minutes of a video, leave a detailed comment about what you watched in the video, and then click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. It's nothing hard about that. But hey, shortcuts pay dividends for some people. Not me though.
Mm. I love it, and I keep saying, and you said it. Support is free. You never lose anything out of helping, and I think one of the things we also need to come out of as content creators is this thing that like just because you suggested it, there's no monopoly of that knowledge. There's no monopoly of knowledge because people can still get that knowledge elsewhere. So I always say that when you show somebody how to do something and somebody learns something from you, it doesn't take anything away from you. To be honest, in fact, it makes you a better person. And I learned it from and you and I would agree, PMC, because you've had the martial arts training. And the great masters normally tell us that even during the training, you become a better teacher when you show somebody how to do something. You become a better teacher, and that's how mastery comes. Because when you keep doing something several times, and you become a master at it because you're used to like explaining it, you're used to like teaching it, and that's how mastery comes in eventually. But I know most of us like holding on to things like, no, I'm the first one to know this is going to be my content. And I'm always like, somebody, PMC can come and teach you about the raid and he goes viral. I'll come and teach you about the raid, and PMC is, we all know PMC is not as noisy as me. Uh, he'll go viral and I will be here and I will be struggling there with the views. And you can never just predict this algorithm business. So it's always like, there's something about bringing the uniqueness that is you in your content. And I think we are also different. The way PMC will come and say something is very different than how I'll come and relate. And that is now the unique thing you bring into the content. But most of us like holding on to things. We like holding on to the knowledge. It's like, no, I'm not going to. This is going to be my content. Yet somebody else may go and do the same thing and it blows up. And that's just my 2 cents on it. Any question for PMC, guys? He's been hanging out with me here for over 2.5 hours. I don't want to keep him so long. PMC, today you're not at the farm, or today was a day off, or what's going on?
No, I was my last day of vacation was yesterday, and I'm able to ask a favor
Ah,
through family because it's a family business. I
oh yes,
explain,
yes.
this is what I do. I don't with family. Everything I do, I let them know so they understand, and it's an understanding. That's what it's a blessing to be part of a family business. where you
Mm.
have flexibility. Like you can never be tied down to something too much because there's always room for you to do something else. And I always tell you this, Goga, you understand, with
Mm.
life, there are limits, but be limitless for what you have access to because there's no limits in that. And as long as you learn from an experience to be better at what you're already good at, you'll always excel forward. I tell my
Mm.
wife the same thing every day.
I love that. Ike, I hope you got the point. Yes, Ike was talking about how being obsessed, with this whitey space cost him his job. And that's what PMC was saying, that one bad joke can bring everything down, can bring the entire house of cards crumbling down. And that's why sometimes you have to be very. I mean, I do crack jokes a lot on YouTube. I'd like to think that I'm always cracking jokes half the time, but they always have to border on respect, and half the time you also have to be very, it's called the situational awareness. Just be very self-aware on the chat because it can go either way. And that's why even when you're cracking the jokes, we keep saying, remember the YouTube community guidelines. Remember them. Internalize those things, because if you forget it, it can cost you your channel. It can cost you your
Yeah,
channel.
that's right.
Yeah, so always remember those guidelines. Like, I internalize all those guidelines, and then know that even if you are cracking jokes or reacting or doing anything, just remember that it aligns with the. At the end of the day, YT is king. They're the ones giving you the platform, and they're the ones who can deplatform you. And PMC, talking about deplatforming, a lot of people have been getting demonetized, and one of the things I always, I've only been demonetized once, and it was only for a day because of a bad bug on YouTube, to be honest. And I think all of us were demonetized that day, and then we got back our monetization the following day. But YouTube is getting very strict, especially in terms of deplatforming people. And this does not necessarily, you left the YPP program, but as much as we are saying that YouTube has changed a lot of things, let me give you the life cycle of somebody who gets monetized today. You get monetized today, you get your 4,000 hours, you get your 1K subscribers, you get your full monetization. Or let's say the short goes viral and you get 10 million views within 3 months, you get your full monetization. But you stop making content, the watch hours drop under 4,000, YouTube will send you an email that, hey, we need content to put our ads. Okay, they're not going to send you an email that reads like that, but I'm just trying to paraphrase what they're telling you in short. We need content to put our ads. Why are you not putting up content? Let's say you got monetized and then you took a break and then the watch hours drop so substantially under 4K, they will demonetize you. They will send you that warning when they notice it's reducing. If you don't put up content and you come and excite them for a bit, they will demonetize you, and then you have to again start looking for the same watch hour. You have to get the watch hours to reach 4,000 once again. So that is how the other reality of YPP. Like, yes, you work so hard to get there, but then now to stay in it now, they're like, we need the content. We need the content. So it becomes that. You are chained to that rhythm once again. So that's now the other reality of this YPP. So I think, to be honest, when I hear somebody say they have left the YPP program, I can see where they're coming from, because what's the point? What's the point? You work hard to get to that particular milestone, and then in just one email they can deplatform you. So I don't know, what is your take on, because I know you support a lot of people in this space, and I know you've been in those spaces where people have lost their dollar signs and things like that. I don't know what you think about this, from your perspective as somebody who was in the program and does not have this pressure. Because I think PMC, I think you can have the best time, but I'm sure if you are monetized, you would have been demonetized a long time ago. It's the reality.
I think that leaving the YouTube partner program, in the sense that it's easy, it allows you to just kind of let go of a lot what you holding on worrying about. And because the strict rules are like, even the copyright rules, you can't, those are things people worry about too, like playing a specific song. And it's better to stick to the songs in the YouTube music library to avoid copyright. You don't want too many claims. You don't want any strikes. But I see a lot of channels getting demonetized for not enough original content or reused content. And some channels actually get taken without any warning or any
Warning
kind of
zero.
violation of what the guidelines have to, present. And
Yeah.
that if I worry about anything, that's kind of like, I mean, I'm not in any violation or whatnot, but for YouTube channels that have been taken and are like gone because they did nothing wrong, that makes me wonder, why do you target, I guess, random channels and just take them away? Because I mean, you have to think about those people, like they worked so hard,
Yeah.
especially if they were members of the YouTube partner program and then they just randomly woke up and have no channel. That's heartbreaking
It's
because the dedication and time you put into it. The same way, if you notice on YouTube right now and you see videos about the YouTube partner program, you have people making videos saying, and I get it, the whole clickbait factor, but some of them were actually, saying, I clicked leave the YouTube partner program accidentally. And I'm like, you didn't leave that accidentally. You said that for views. And then when you see the video, that it has nothing to do with what we're
zero.
talking about here. So, I
You know
think,
that, and you know that button is normally so hidden. You didn't accidentally see it. It's normally like really, it's really the fine print. You never really even wonder there. Like you never even see it. It's very hidden.
yeah. So I don't think it's an accident. I just feel like that's their way of just, getting views and clickbait, even though I don't really agree with it. I think it's smart because technically, if you notice, some people can only get views by clickbaiting because someone's not resonating with their channel enough to just say, hey, this video interests me. Like Julie talked about that in one
Yeah.
of her streams about how a traveler went to Jamaica and he used a specific thumbnail to garner views, and
Mm.
he misled the people in the title of the video, and that really angered a couple people. So, clickbait can make a lot of people mad at you, man. So that's the one thing I'm glad I don't have to resort to. Let me lie to people to get them to come in here and see. And then tagging people too, right? Some people don't want you to tag their name. So I make sure to ask before, hey, is it all right if I tag you? Because some people honestly don't like being tagged at
Yeah.
all. Because they may, how they say I don't like the word clout. I hate it, and I don't hate anything. I just hate the word clout. But people will say, you used my name to try to get views from me or eat up my success. I don't like that narrative. I never have. They do that constantly.
I get tagged a lot nowadays. I'm always, I've not really had an opinion about it. I'm always like, oh, okay, that's good. So long as it's something that will not like, so long as it's not something that disrespectful and goes against my values. To be honest, I never really have an issue. But I do know I've been getting a lot of tags because it appears in your mentions, and you're like, why are people mentioning me in this video? What have I done? But I realize, oh, it's just maybe they select community. I like watching them because it's a very good way of getting my attention to watch the video as well. So it's but the good thing is they're not so many. They're less than 10 or something like that. Where do we see PMC now in terms of your content direction? The channel is at 14K probably in less than a week. Do we expect more of the cooking videos? I know the live streams will still be coming occasionally. What should you expect to see from the Lions Den?
I wanted to do some videos in nature and kind of recite my thoughts, give you something to think about, and not so much stray away from the cooking, but give a little bit of different direction while staying true to the concept that makes my channel what it is for what it is. And I've been thinking about that for a while now. Like when I asked you earlier about what's that one thing that you want to do, but every time you get to it and something else pops up to sideline you once again from doing it. And it helps you understand everything at its time, because I posted a photo in the farm, like deep into the depths of nature. That's outside of this, anywhere you see me outside is always going to be in nature. I like seclusion, I like solitude, I like peace, because it helps me brainstorm a lot of ideas, what I want to do, not just YouTube based for what that's worth, but life in general. Because when you get out here and help people asking you for anything regarding the studio, outside of them asking you for help, how much of that time do you spend thinking about what you have to do with your day and what opportunity might come across you? Like a stranger can come up to you today and greet you, hey, I got a preposition for you. The question is,
Mm.
are you interested enough to take it? This happens sometimes. I remember just a couple years back, I was walking to my car to go to work, and a stranger, he approached me and asked me if I had been interested in any modeling, because I've gotten that in my comments too. And I said, no, I'm not really, that's not really my thing. And it was great.
Mm.
I did take the photo because he posted it towards a modeling photography agency on Instagram. And I don't do socials. He
Yeah.
was like, do you do any socials? I said, no. And he said, really? I said, no, I'm not. You won't find me on the net anywhere like that. I'm not. I'm not into that. But either way it goes, I trusted his judgment enough to
Yeah.
deliver, and that was kind of nice to see that. But those are the opportunities that I'm talking about that you miss out on, because eat, sleep, repeat, YouTube every day. I even made a joke to one of my closest supporters 4 years ago. I said, so for you, it's YouTube in the kitchen, YouTube in the bathroom, YouTube on the toilet. Where is YouTube not at? That
A day
kind
in
of
the
thing.
life.
Yeah. So it's one of those things, like, once again, it's fun to do that. But when you find yourself like, man, YouTube, YouTube is like coffee. I got to drink YouTube. You got to back off a little bit and see what else is out there for you to go be a part of.
Yeah, I like what you said, PMC, because the other day I was telling Helen, because Helen, the managing mod, and I was telling her, there's a day I opened, there's a day I just wanted to like test something. It was like experiment. So I opened like there were a number of live streams that were taking place, and I was like in all of them. So usually what happens sometimes I have to like reduce the volume on one tab, just listen what is the host saying on this one. But if the host maybe is doing something that has nothing to do with communicating to me, I will of course I can at least reduce that volume on that one. I think I had about 15 tabs open, live streams. I'm just like switching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then at some point I decided, let me just put on my earphones. I hear what is going on with all of them on. That was a
Man,
realization right there. That right there. It was noise. I was like, I put my earphones down. I went to sleep. I went
oh
to sleep.
man,
I was like, what am I doing? Because it was like, it was an amazing. I can't even describe how the noise was. Like it's 15 people talking and everybody's doing different things. Da, 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 da. It was, I said, I'm going to sleep. And I went to sleep. I went to sleep. The following day, I was back. I was like, no, there has to be
wow,
life out there. There has to be life out there. It was a very deep realization. She was laughing, but I was like, that right there, because I was like, imagine if this is what somebody has to deal with on a day-to-day basis. It's where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line? Yeah, so where do you draw the line? But it was one of those things. I was like, no, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. All right. Let me see. When doing PMC, look at that. When going to your bed and then you are dreaming about YouTube, it's time to take a break. You're like, wait, tap tap, tap tap. You're just thinking of tapping on your dreams. About then Lily says, a day in the life when YouTube starts coming into your dreams, you need to back away. Yep.
yeah,
Ike is on the Ike, you're on the live stream. Ike is the one who was telling me about how he normally dreams about YouTube and live streams. And he thinks he's like, guys, please like the video. And then he's like, oh, I'm in bed. You guys are finishing me. Guys, enough with the jokes. Enough with the jokes. Enough with the jokes. Yeah. And then there are those ones who fall asleep in their live streams. There are those of you who have fallen asleep in your live streams. I've had to wake you up. I know them. Let me not mention names. There are some people here have fallen asleep in their own live streams. And I came, host, wake up. Oh, Guys, keep the thumbs up, keep the thumbs up, keep the thumbs up. They're like,
That's bad. You know what? I've been told in the Lions Den too that, my voice has put people to sleep, and I was like, is that a bad thing? Like, and they're like, no, it's good. It's like an audio book, and I wanted to make sure if I'm putting people to sleep, I shouldn't even be on here. I don't think so.
no, PMC,
You want to
PMC,
make sure
PMC.
that your audience is entertained.
No, PMC, you can. I don't think you'll put people to sleep, but you get people in that space of. You get people in that space of. I'm noisy. I'm noisy. You are very reserved. You are very quiet and everything. I will not put anyone to sleep. You will put people to sleep. I will actually wake the kids up. In fact, there are mothers who come here and say, Goga, you're making noise. My kid is awake. So I do know that, but and that's a very good conversation, because what do you think of podcasts? Is this something that you've explored? Because in case you think of retiring from active videos, and I think podcasts, I think you're really cut out very well for podcasts.
I
Um,
got not to stop you. I'm sorry. I got that presented a couple times to me through different people.
mm,
Somebody who no longer supports me years ago. And then one of my supporters, he asked me if I wanted to do a joint podcast with him. He's
mm,
another Puerto Rican. And the thing is, I may go, like, I'm supposed to go visit California next year to visit family. So I might see him out there. We exchange information to keep in contact. And I told him at the time he asked, I was like, I'm not sure how that's gonna work because my farming, I work from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. 12-hour shift Monday through Friday, and I don't know what his schedule looks like, but I have to really be invested and interested in something where it's presented to me in a macro sense versus a
mm,
micro sense, because full scale is what I mean about having a vision with longevity. And I don't know where he stands with that whole thing, but it's interesting you mentioned that because the podcast thing has come up an awful lot. And I know a lot of podcasters. I
mm.
listen to quite a few of them. I think the hardest thing for them is to, constantly have a new topic. The same way that
Yeah.
if I credit you, if I was to comment in every one of your videos, Goga, my biggest challenge will be how can I compliment you each time different? How can I credit you? Because it's like you're running out of gas. Like you've heard me say this before, so what can I say different? And it goes back to the originality thing. Oh yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I like that because I do know YouTube. Hey, Ayman, nice to see you, Ayman. I do know YouTube. YouTube, of course, they started this idea of podcast. I think the spirit was great. Like I mean, the ideation behind it was amazing, but I think the execution is something totally different because I think a podcast on YouTube is just a glorified playlist, the same old playlist. And I was hoping, I don't know what I was hoping YouTube was going to do and with this podcast thing, because I think the possibilities were just a lot. Because so what I did, I've created podcasts on YouTube, but I just went and picked all the videos where I've done collaborations like this, especially when I'm having a conversation, because those have a lot of value. People like replaying these things. But when it comes to those other random live streams that I was just like chatting and laughing, and there's really no context after the live stream. I couldn't get it completely. And you and I know very well we are not looking for watch hours right now.
Yeah.
But I feel like they would have. I don't know. There is a better way. Maybe the podcasting could have been ideated. Um, but yes, I totally agree with you. It will be the same pressure minus the video for sure. But the topics and how to sustain it. I think I just got that angle right there. And most people here have never even experimented. Guys, did you know you have a podcast thing just there on top of your studio? You can create a podcast. And I know Ayman said that he's going to explore podcasts. Ayman is a gamer and is on the live stream. Ayman, have you explored podcasts? Because you said this was going to be your thing this year. This year. We do have a question from Omaya. Omaya asked, "What is the difference between a podcast and a live stream?" PMC, what do you think? PMC is a live streamer. I think PMC is more of a live streamer than.
I think the difference is with a live stream is you don't have to pay like with the server. You have to pay for the server, the station breaks, commercials, ads. You have to pay for those things in a podcast. Yeah, you also get sponsors, which you can on YouTube too. That's an integral part of the baraza you had a couple weeks back, Goga, about
Mm,
sponsorships. Those really
yes.
help make a channel what they are too. Like there was a couple I came up with, Sandy and Bones TV. They're Jamaican, but what really made their channel take off wasn't only their content, but they
Mm,
started attracting a lot of well-known sponsors, and that's really what helped them go viral. So I think that when you talk about that, since I'm here and the YouTube partner program is a topic,
mm,
sponsors really change the complexity of your channel. Of course, you have to keep doing the rest yourself. Like with merchandise too. Merchandise helps bring in some good income and then
yeah.
constantly reaching your threshold. And like growth streamers, if you know them, growth
Mm,
streamers help channels grow. But a lot of them, get substantial donations, man. And it's even if it's not consistent every month, it's like every other month they manage to get a Google AdSense check. So
yeah.
that's the one thing about channels that kind of dictate what vision you have for your channel is going to go. Now, if you see what is that saying, the top screen, the left side includes paid promotion. When you see
Yeah.
that frequently, when you see it
Yeah.
frequently, that's good for you.
Includes paid promotion.
Yeah, that's good for you. Sponsors can definitely help you in a big way. You just have to continue pushing on your own.
Yeah, I like that. And then Ayman says, I just need a few more items. And I think this is what PMC was just talking about. I just need a few more items before I launch the podcast and a YT overlay from StreamYard. And I'm scheduled to be on a few podcasts, including yours. Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Well, I hope it works out for you, man. I always say if someone's drumming up an idea, I pray that it works out in the way that it does because, excuse me, once you get involved in that, it's kind of
Mm,
like, okay, it's crunch time now. Everything you talked about, you gotta make happen. And the first episode of a podcast, right, is
yeah.
kind of what's gonna dictate how far you're meant to go forward. And you just pray, let me have a good um podcast topic because again, like I say, one topic can only be discussed for so long before people kind of like, what else do you want to talk about? That's why when I go live, I try to make sure everybody that I read their comment, even if it's all over the place, I know that I'm not just talking about one thing and kind of boring them.
That's true. Yeah. So I like this other option. Kisha gives us another perspective. Another big difference between podcasts and live streams is that podcasts do not require visuals as they are more for just listening versus watching the host. Yeah, that's actually true because you find a live stream where I'm just talking about something and maybe I'm explaining something or maybe PMC and I are just having a conversation. It's like we are on radio minus
Yeah.
minus the visuals. You can be listening while driving, you can be doing things around the house. But when you find Goga is busy dancing with his crazy glasses, chances are high you can't walk away. So you'll have to stay there, and you're like, okay, I don't know what they're going to do next. I have to be here. You are kind of invested because there's some visual aspect. But I guess podcasts will make more sense. PMC kind of content is really because it's philosophy, it's knowledge, it's tapping into that knowledge, and it's a very it can do very well on podcasts. That's why I just thought about it because I've been on enough of his live streams to know that podcast will be amazing. Podcast will be amazing. All right. Any other question? Let me see. There was a comment here that I highlighted. Let me see whether I got it. Yeah, Kisha was telling you, yes, PMC, I did worry about that when I listened to you on my 2-hour drive one morning. Your voice is so soothing.
Thanks
Mhm.
for that. As long as I don't, put nobody to sleep for the worst, that's all I'm concerned about.
When they're driving, for sure, for sure, for sure. For sure. All right, I think that's pretty much. I think what I see on the chat, guys. Any other further questions before I release the King of the Lions Den? I think this was a very amazing engagement. Proud Mixchild is one of those people that you can never get tired to listen. We did, as I said, this is the fourth time we are having this. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a fifth and a sixth. At the moment, I think he's literally now a resident. He's literally now a resident, and I like how he keeps the chat calm and quiet. And anytime PMC comes, we've always been very calm and relaxed. So it's important to just I do love that. And PMC, for me, that is really one thing that I would want to say in terms of collaboration. You are very healthy collaboration, and the fact that you've graced my panel more than 3 times is not something that I take for granted. And now 4 times, you've kind of set the record pretty much in this space. And you're always more welcome here. And I always like anytime you come, it's a space that you feel free to express yourself without fear of judgment or anything. And it's a conversation, and I like how you keep people engaged. And that's one beautiful thing I think about collaboration. It's something that you want that kind of value and meaningfulness when it comes to collaboration, that people can learn something based on your experience. And I'm glad that you definitely brought that experience with you on this particular platform. Let me see what people are saying on the chat. Yeah, so thank you, Kisha, for complimenting my shirt. Okay, that's it. Yeah, you guys complimented my shirt, but I love PMC's the hoodie that from the wife, the African. I love the African design and the picture. There's a very nice picture in the front.
So Ghanaian
Yeah.
woman.
Yeah, so it's beautiful. It's a very beautiful. Yeah, ladies, PMC is married. I just thought I should put that to the people who have never met him. PMC is married to an African woman, for sure. He does have roots in Africa. He though is in Puerto Rico, but yes, he definitely has a very strong African roots. So yeah, he's my brother from another, not just another mother and another father, but also another side of the continent. And yes, but I can see he's really representing. That's a very nice, detailed African. Actually, can we add it to your merchandise, or maybe something like that?
That was something I thought about so long ago. Like, this was before I left the YouTube partner program. Like, I had sketches of what I thought possible merchandise for me would be, and I never really proceeded to go forward with it. It was just something I kind of abandoned. I'm gonna be honest. It was something I thought about, but then maybe a month or two later, because I got tangled up in other business ventures, working, I was like, it just fell apart. And one of my best friends that isn't on YouTube, he's Japanese. Like, he's responsible for a lot of some of what art you've seen in my community tab. Like, he's a friend of mine since like middle school. We graduated together, and he's a guy that we talk here and there, seldom rare, because he's back home in Japan, and he just lost his mother last year, unfortunately. But we exchange ideas about what could kind of be with my channel, because if you notice, for me, I've gone through phases where I was constantly changing my profile photo and then kind of going back to what I had. So it's like, sometimes I'm not, like, when you ask me about the future of my channel or anything, I can't really give you a solid answer, because sometimes before I even decide to do something, I'm not even sure what I'm going to do. So it's just something I tend to think about from time to time, but I don't put too much thought into it, because then I feel like you think long, you think wrong. And worrying's like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't get you anywhere.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Good Vibes K. Good Vibes K is dropping out, and she says, "Bye, proud love and light to you." Oh, thank you so much.
Take care, Kay. God bless. Be safe.
Thank you so
Stay
much.
safe.
Thank you so much, GVK. Thank you so much. And yeah, Kay, enjoy your break. But I know I'm coming to look for you. I'm coming to look for you very soon. Over something else. Receipts, not receipts, but serious business. Jay Brown, nice to see you. Guys, if you don't have Proud Mixture, that is a channel. On the road to 14K, this channel is growing with minimal, minimal effort. It is ease. It is called ease. When I was starting my year 2024 PMC, I remember somebody asked me, "What is that word that you want to summarize your 2024?" And I just said, "I need more ease in 2024 because 2023 was harsh." Michelle here knows. Michelle here knows because she was one of the people I had to speak to during that time. But so I said, I'm looking for more ease. So I think you are literally living that ease currently, and I like seeing how this channel is really growing. And it's nice because I've known this channel before it even reached like even 7K, like before it even reached half of where it is. And it's just been growing on leaps, from leaps and bounds. So guys, that is our co-host channel. Go there. Is He doesn't have a schedule for his live streams, but you will enjoy his live streams. I have met a lot of people through PMC. I think they're even in my community. Young Riaz was here the other day when I was celebrating 5K PMC. And Young Riaz kept on saying, PMC is the one who introduced us. And I was like, yes, I know, because I met you at PMC's live stream. And he was on the panel, and he's now on the road to 1K. And I'm just so happy that we did meet. Tiffany was also here the other time. I don't know what you were discussing, but Tiffany was also there. I've met like some amazing quality people from your space, and that's why I always say, guys, if you don't have Proud Mixture, go there so that you can at least have those nice soulful conversations in that particular space. And you will learn something. You will learn something from it. So Jay Brown, Linda, nice to see you. Welcome. I'm going to give PMC at least a chance for the final words. It's almost 3 hours. Can you imagine? PMC has been hanging out with me here for 3 hours. Time flies like crazy. So I want him to just do at least a few final words, and then we release him, and then we finalize, and then I send you guys on your raid, and then we meet next time. Right? All right.
Well, I'm open to a fifth, because I feel like, friendship between people has no limits. Like, I don't really count the numbers. Like, if you want to, have me as a guest up here, like, I'm not gonna refuse, because this is one of the channels that I always feel, hey, a conversation or questioning always is gonna go smooth. Where elsewhere, I'm kind of on the fences about it, because the audience here goes hand in hand with you being the host. And I think there's a balance and understanding here, where that equilibrium I talked about earlier isn't in many chats without a guest possibly trying to interrupt or sideline the purpose of whatever the chat is supposed to be about, or the live stream for that matter. So final words is just that don't follow me because I chose to leave the YouTube partner program. If you're not monetized yet and it's a thought, you should go for it. And when you get in the confines of it, you get a little deep into it, then I think that's when you decide later, should I stay a part of this or should I leave? Should I stay or should I go? That kind of thing. For me, I tell you, Goga, I didn't even think about clicking that button. I'm just like, whatever, I left. I decided to leave. It's that easy for me, man. I guess it's just, for some people, you see something you're presented with, you're like, if I sit here and think long enough about it, I'm gonna keep procrastinating. I'll decide to put it off. And I just was like, altogether, I'm no longer part of the YouTube partner program. But I'm not gonna say that experiencing it wasn't good to me, because it still goes hand in hand with the value you asked me about earlier. Like, I still have my supporters that I had when I was a part of it, so nothing's changed. My time being a member of that program has helped me understand it better. So if somebody asks me a question, because us as content creators or supporters, right, we have a duty to explain to those, hey, this is what this is about. So there's an understanding here. And again, like I told you, for what I can't explain, I'll always recommend somebody that has twice or 3 times the knowledge I do for where I have not experienced on this platform yet, so they can go get it. And I have good faith in who I'm recommending them to, for them to explain. So like I said, if you want me to come up here as a guest for the 5th time, you can schedule it. I'm free I can only tell you when I'm free. It may be another 8 months apart. It may be longer than that because
Yeah.
life, both of us are extremely busy on different reasons. We both work, and
Yeah.
everybody here is busy. So just like when you get to 13K, and congrats on the 5K, when you
Thank you.
get to a certain milestone, you may be presented with this idea now, like, am I gonna stay on here and focus with the vision, or are you gonna be traveling to the point where you're not on YouTube enough to see people start
Mm,
drifting away from you? Because it happens to all of us. The more that you
that's
grow, the same people you see here today, 2 or 3 years from now, you may not see them. You may start seeing a fresh new breed of upstarts or established YouTubers already.
absolutely. I like this last conclusion from LP says, I think it's helpful. This is just summarizing the conversation. As a newbie myself, to have a little foresight, just something to think about instead of feeling pressured by yourself to hurry up to get under YPP. So thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, it was important for PMC to come and actually discuss this. And and as I said in my community post yesterday, that he promised. And one thing about PMC, anytime he promises something, he always does a follow up, because he kept on saying, Goga, I'm on vacation. Let's look at July, what dates work, da 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 da, da. And we were able to set it up, and he was able to come and clarify the position. He was supposed to have done this at the Baraza, but I think he deserved his own show just for this. And I'm glad that I'm glad that the universe aligned it to be for him and his own show, and he's more relaxed and you're able to at least, ask questions and give your comments based on it. PMC don't need to ask permission. I'm sure there's going to be a fifth one. You are always, as I told you, you are technically like, I think, a co-host in this space, I think, by now. So, so you don't even need permission anymore. I'm sure we'll definitely schedule another fifth live stream. Whatever time it takes based also on your work and your logistics and everything. I'm sure we'll definitely have some other time where we can at least have a conversation. But thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for the insights, and thank you so much for always being real and saying it as it is. We need a lot of that in this particular space. So thank you so much. You have an amazing rest of the day, and please say hi to your wife on my behalf, that African queen, and tell her we
No
love
problem.
the tell her we love the hoodie. Tell her we love the hoodie. We stand.
Peace and love
You
to
should do.
everybody. Take care. Thanks for having me up here, Goga. I will see you around, brother. You'll probably see me in the chat. I can't
Yeah,
say when far as the fifth,
yeah,
because it's kind of like the inevitable. But either way it goes, I'll be sure to keep in contact with you since you have my email now. But
yeah.
everybody
Awesome.
stay safe and blessed. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night wherever you are in the world. I will see you
Yeah.
guys around. Peace.
Awesome. Thank you so much, PMC. Bye. Appreciate it. I should have told PMC needs to do a portrait with that outfit to look very nice. And the lion is out of the building. The lion is out of the building. The king of the lions then is out of the building. PMC is definitely coming there on the chat to hang out with you guys briefly, so that you guys can at least connect to him. Let me see a few things here. Good Vibes K says, Goga, please watch my shots, and everyone else, please watch my shots. Thank you in advance. Of course, I will definitely. Guys, I need to go get some water. I don't know, I'm choking. Definitely get some shot. I said I'm going to get. Okay, can you see the way you're confusing me? I said I'm going to get some shots. Jeez, I meant like I'm going to get some water. I said I'm going to get some shots. Yo, that was really. Guys, forget about that. You didn't hear what I said. You didn't hear what I said. Mitch says, Goga, you have done so much for the community this year. I may have been in the background for a lot of it, but I have learned a lot from you. Oh, thank you so much. I know you're always, I know Bush people. Bush people always cheer us on. LP again said, great interview, lots of good stuff to think about. 100%. Yes, I'm going to have some shots. I meant like we are going to watch K's shots, but I'm going to get the water. So K is confusing me here. Now people are just thinking that I'm going to be sipping shots here on the background. Guys, I'm coming back. We have I have a very major announcement right now, and then I will send you guys to a read. We are going to crash a party. I'm seeing somebody's having a birthday party. We are going to crash that party right now. I said I'm going to get water. I'm not going to get shots. I'm going to get water. Because some of you here, yo, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. I got some water and I got some juice as well. Wait. So the lion is out of the king of the lion's den. Has just dropped out. Anyway, so you guys are a mess. Don't go and say anything about the short. I will actually delete that part of the live stream because this is only 3 hours. I can edit it. So I just want to make like a few. I don't know. Is there any question that anybody had? Because I think in case there's any question somebody wants to ask, feel free to ask now. I can address a few questions. I think I can take about 15 or 20 minutes before we leave. So if you have any question that you want to ask, feel free to ask right now. Feel free to ask right now. And once again, allow me to acknowledge my channel members for the support. Thank you so much, Kay, for the 3 months of trust. I really appreciate the blessing. I also want to give a special thanks to Momos Mojo for 20 months, saying happy Wednesday. Thank you so much, Momos. I want to acknowledge Dear Dana. This is Dear Dana is now like a hypnotherapist now. She graduated and she has a certification for it. The James Circle, that is Robertina Mbula, who designed my 5K get together thumbnail. Thank you so much for the 7 months of trust. And to each and everyone who came through. So we are getting to the we are like in the last half of the year. So I've done some soul searching. I'm discontinuing my the spontaneous Friday live. I will not be doing live streams on Friday anymore. That's a decision I had to like introspect a lot. Because I realize I need to be more deliberate in terms of my content direction. So I'm going to stick to my Wednesday live streams and I'm going to stick to the Sunday service. So we'll only be having the fireside chat Wednesdays and we'll be having the Sunday service. So from this week, there's no spontaneous Friday live. I've discontinued that one for my own mental health reasons, and also for in terms of like just to shape direction in my channel as well, because I need to be more deliberate. Instead, what will happen? Hear me out. Instead, what will happen? So now that the Friday live streams will not be there, I believe pop-ups can happen anytime. So I'll be able to do pop-up live streams anytime. But the spontaneous Friday live that used to be scheduled, that's no longer going to be there. So don't look for me on Friday for a live stream. I will not be there. It's not going to happen. Instead, what will happen? I'll be doing like a premiere. So I'll be doing like a video, and then that video will be going for the premiere. I will figure out the time. So instead of having a live stream on Friday, I'll be having a premiere, which will be a yoga video. Probably it will be a yoga class or something. It will be a yoga video that will be doing a premiere. And sometimes if I don't have time to attend the premiere, it will just be an upload. So that is the big announcement I wanted to make. So as we get to the second half of the year, that is a decision that I've taken. So expect at least a yoga video every Friday. or something, a video every Friday in place of the live stream. So the live streams days are only Wednesday and Sunday. And then the pop-up, I still have the discretion to do a pop-up live stream, which can be anytime. I mean, I can wake up and decide to do a pop-up anytime. So the pop-ups will still be there, but the Friday live stream, I will not schedule it anymore. So I'll be using that time to just focus more on the Friday premiere or something else. I hope that is now clear. I hope that is now clear. So please take note of this, Helen. Please take note of that as well, and let anybody who needs to just know that. JD, take note of that as well. So don't promote me in your channels that I have a spontaneous Friday live from this week. I have discontinued the spontaneous Friday live. Is that clear? Is the announcement clear? Hey, why do I feel like you guys? Why are you guys talking about shorts? Did you just hear the announcement I made? Did you hear the announcement I just made? Yeah. So Fridays, we stick to what? Okay, noted. Helen has noted. Yes, Helen is a mod, so she's a manager, so she has to note these things. All right. So otherwise, I will be seeing you on pop-ups, which we all know. Anytime I say I'm doing pop-ups and I never even get to do them, so it's just saying you'll be seeing me on pop-ups. You'll be seeing me on you'll be seeing me on pop-ups, and you'll be doing that. Oh wait, let me see. Blessed. Goga, Blessed has confirmed to me that you have a message that you are delaying to announce. So please do. Wait, I have to get a permission first, because she sent me a message. Blessed, are you still here before I go? Because I don't want. Am I allowed to announce it? No, but no. The blessed message I will do on her panel. I will do blessed message on her panel. So I'm going to be on Blessed's panel at some point. I just need to figure out. So she has given me instructions that I can't announce what I'm supposed to announce. It's not. It's still private. I still don't have permission to share that news. So I can't share it until I'm given permission. Goga, no, Helen, move. Yeah, no, I don't have permission to share. There's some news. It's not exactly some good news, but I don't want to disclose it here yet. I have to get the permission of the originator. So, Blessed, this is still the position, right? The other thing is that I'll be appearing on Blessed's live stream. I just need to figure out the time. I'm thinking tomorrow. Wait, I'm thinking tomorrow, which is Thursday, right? Thursday waking up on Friday. Because, yeah, tomorrow. I'll definitely do tomorrow at Blessed's. You guys have other good news. Blessed, that is the one you said I have to appear on your panel, right? So, this other one we don't discuss, right? Until we are given permission by sis, right? So, yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I think, is there anything I'm forgetting? Is there anything I'm forgetting on the panel? So as I said once again, I have discontinued the spontaneous Friday live. You will not be seeing me on the Friday live streams. I have discontinued that for the rest of the year. My official live stream days are on Wednesday. The Wednesday one is called the Fireside Chat Wednesdays, and then the Sunday Service Live, Goga Sunday Service Live, SSL, which is on Sunday. You all know about the Sunday Service Live, and you know about the Fireside Chat. That is clear, right? So on Friday we'll be doing premieres, a video. I'll throw in a video something. Friday will be a regular video upload day, and then I think that's pretty much it. Then now I can then the other one now will be mostly the other things now will be mostly pop-up live streams as and when need arises. I will not be doing a pop-up just random. I will as and when need arises. When I feel like I'm driving and I need to do a pop-up, I will do the pop-up. When I feel like I'm in a bougie place and I want you guys to see a fancy place, I will do a pop-up. But for now, we focus on other things, support other people on Friday. My spontaneous Friday live is been cancelled. All right. And then I see, let me see. Hey, Stacy is still here, Miguel and Nigel. I thought I saw Home Care Queen there. Thank you so much, Home Care. I saw Genesis there saying hi to me. To the Jamaicans, I really wish all our Jamaican brothers and sisters safety. Hurricane Beryl is really doing the most. Hurricane Beryl is really doing the most. So if you don't see your Jamaican brothers and sisters, check up on them. Most of you get a lot of support from Jamaica. Jamaica is literally like my second highest, like in the geography, the people who watch my channel. So they are going through a hurricane right now. There's a curfew that has been imposed by their prime minister from 6 to 6. So they may be having like some, the internet may be a problem or something like that. So if you see Jamaicans coming to your live stream, just extend more grace to them, because we are in very difficult and perilous times this week because of the Hurricane Beryl, which is really causing like a huge storm there. So I think it's important to say that to the people who didn't know that, that is what Jamaica is going through right now. And to Kenya, Kenyans, I think Kenya, we are kind of out. Kenya, we've been having a very rough month. We've been having a very rough month as content creators in Kenya. But I think the internet shutdown thing I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I think it's kind of done. Last week was crazy, but I think things are going to be better. I think things are going to be better. So I think as we are. I don't think the protests are gone yet, but I'm just saying that at least the crazy part of the protest, which was like an internet shutdown and things like that, I don't think we'll have that problem. So I think the Kenyans are now available. But in case you don't see any Jamaican for the next 2 days or something, just extend more grace to them, because it's not easy out there. Right. Anything else I've forgotten, Helen? Stacy, anything I've forgotten? Yeah. Hey, I've remembered the people I told to come in front of the class. Starvlog, where is Starvlog? Marvelous TV, come in front of the class. Oh, no, Marvelous TV is not. Marvelous TV, come in front of the class. I'm going to use you as an example. Starvlog, come here. There are people who need to come here. Oh my goodness! Blessed do I announce it? Oh, okay. I've kept quiet. Blessed, I love how you just dimmed my bubble. Boop. Okay, I've kept quiet. Let me keep quiet. Let me stop the drama. Yeah. Starvlog, come in front of the class. Where is Starvlog? Starvlog, come in front of the class. Marvelous TV vlog, well done. Marvelous TV vlog, well done. Marvelous TV vlog was able to fly me today. Let me tell you, this is what happened. Marvelous TV vlog. Marvelous, are you on the live stream? Take your flowers. When I'm busy giving you a flower. Fluffy Diva, can you tell Marvelous to come here? Fluffy Diva, can you tell Marvelous to come back here? Mitch is saying, Goga, I felt like I was back in school. Yeah, there are people who need to come in front of the class because they need to be disciplined. Hey, Charity, welcome. Charity says, I had to come out of the bush for this. And let me tell you, the people, you can never stay in the bush for long. Helen says, Goga, I'm currently looking for my baby daddy. Have you come across him? No, I've not seen Tolman. And Grenada is one of the countries that has really been affected with the Hurricane Beryl. Grenada, the last time I spoke to Tolman, he had to leave a live stream urgently because of an emergency as a result of the hurricane. That was 2 days ago. The last time I met him on a live stream, he couldn't even stay for long. And Tolman always has time to collect receipts and everything. That day, Tolman was not even cracking jokes. Tolman was not even doing anything. That's when I knew it was very serious. Grenada is one of the countries that has been affected with the Hurricane Beryl. So that's why you're not seeing, that's why you're not seeing guys. Blessed will announce it on Blessed will make that announcement. I am not going to announce that thing. I've not been given permission. Hey, Home Care Queen, thank you so much for the 2 months of trust. I don't have permission to these things. You'll have to wait for them until we go to Blessed's panel, which will be tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be hanging out with Blessed on her live stream. Tomorrow I'll be there on her live stream. We'll be hanging out with her on her multi-stream thing that she normally does. We'll be there with her. So I'll be hanging out there with her for about an hour, so that we'll be taking questions and things like that. Goga, we will pay you. Come on. Charity, I am not going to discuss. Hey, these are my. Hey, when your channel member tells you to shut up, you didn't hear what PMC said. You have to manage this relationship. When your channel member tells you to keep quiet about some news, you can't discuss it until you're given permission. So I'm going to shut up for now. Charity, you want me to lose my source of revenue? You want me to lose my source of revenue because of my big mouth? Marvelous TV vlog is here. Marvelous TV vlog is here. Sophia is here. Marvelous TV vlog, congratulations on the raid this morning. Congratulations on the raid this morning. I want to just put it out here. Marvelous TV vlog was one of the first live streams I went to this morning. It was a silent live stream, but I went to that live stream. The good thing, she was on the chat. And I remember I just wrote for her there, Marvelous TV vlog, I expect you to raid. She had written up there that she was going to end the live stream in 17 minutes. Let me tell you, that live stream took 30 minutes to end. Let me tell you, she took 30 minutes to end that live stream after saying she was going to end it in 17 minutes. And then I was like, I knew the fear of Goga had creeped in. It's like, oh my God, Goga is here. Now we can't end. How she figured out how to raid, I have no idea. But I know Fluffy Diva was involved. Fluffy Diva was involved. And just like that, Marvelous TV Vlog did an amazing job at raiding us. Marvelous TV Vlog sent us to Pauline Oside. You remember Pauline Oside was another culprit who took like a long time being reported every day on my channel. Pauline Oside, I don't know, raided somebody. I don't know. Pauline Oside must have raided Njeri Kimani. Njeri Kimani must have raided Nderitu. Nderitu must have raided Jojo World News. My laptop has just been taking a trip the entire day. My laptop has just been taking a trip because of Marvelous TV Vlog. Marvelous TV Vlog, I want to give you your flowers. You started something that did not end until Jojo's World News. Jojo, I know you are here. Jojo, how comes you did not trade? You are the one who has broken the chain. Jojo, you are the one who has broken the chain. Marvelous TV Vlog started the chain. Jojo is the one who killed the chain because Jojo did not trade. I was watching you on a different tab here. You people may think I'm not watching you. I'm always just there hiding in the bush waiting for you guys not to trade. Then I can come and deal with you on my live stream. So well done, Marvelous TV Vlog. Congratulations. Keep raiding, keep redirecting. That's how you grow. And that's how you make people. You see the way you made me just travel across 6 live streams without even lifting a finger. Thank you so much, Marvelous TV Vlog. Star Vlog, on the other hand, there are some people here. Star Vlog, who is the other one? Mary Max. Those two, I need them in front of the class. Sunday service, if you don't know how to read, by the time, if Sunday service you don't know how to read, we are going to deal with you. I'm going to deal with you personally. Hey, Morris, welcome. It's Lady M. Nice to see you. Kay is so invested in me reading what Blessed has said. What did Blessed say? I saw Blessed typing something about membership. Hey, Amando Mom is here. Welcome, Amando Mom. Nice to see you. Welcome, Amando Mom. Nice to see you. Ayman, thank you so much for the 14 months of trust. Yo, thank you so much. That's Ayman Rich, the Swaglo. That's my amazing channel member as well. Let me see what is Blessed. Hey, Somi, Chisom, welcome. 10 memberships and yoga can announce otherwise tomorrow. Hey, no. Blessed is saying, if you want an announcement, you join the membership. If I can get 10 memberships, she's going to announce. Otherwise, you have to wait until tomorrow. Hey, no, guys, this is not going to happen. You know, this is not going to happen today. Blessed is telling you guys, unless 10 people become members on this live stream, there's no announcement to be made. So unless you become a member, if you have receipts too much, this feels like, I feel like good vibes. K is the one who normally blackmails people into joining memberships and giving us super chats to do things. Good vibes, K. No wonder K is invested in me reading this message. K is the one who blackmails people into reading these things. 10 memberships, otherwise Blessed is not going to 10 memberships. Hey, no, Blessed, you are setting the bar too high. Yo. Yeah. 10 memberships, otherwise I'm not. Guys, the announcement is so good. Woo, the news is so sweet. The receipts are hurting me, but I can't disclose it because I've been told not. These receipts are burning me. I feel like disclosing, but she has sent me a message and told me, Goga, you're not discussing this, you're not announcing this. I've been told not to announce it, so I can't announce it. But the receipts are something. Goga, she said Charity is a biological sister, but it's not news to me. But this Charity is the one who is really invested in the receipts being discussed. This Charity is the one who is going to get us into trouble because Charity is saying, Goga, come on, just tell us. Yeah, I'm not going to lose my source of income, Charity, because of my big mouth. I'm keeping quiet. You've had the condition. 10 people join the membership, otherwise there is no news to be discussed. 10 people join the membership, otherwise there is no news to discuss. Service Hot Kitchen is laughing. Service Hot Kitchen is laughing there. Stavlog, where is Stavlog? Stavlog, I know, is hiding in the bush because, Ellen, can you type Stavlog there? I'm sure you can see her there. Stavlog, you can't hide on the chat. We can see you. If I start typing Stavlog, I can see you are still on the live stream. You're just hiding. Stavlog, I know you are hiding in the light. I can see. I've started typing your name and I'm seeing you. At you people think it's hard not finding. Let me show you how people. Let me show you how I can know that you're on the live stream. Let me show you how. This is how Helen normally knows whether I'm hiding in the bush. But you have to type Stavlog. This is how you can be seen. I can know that you're on the live stream. Let me show you how. This is how Helen normally knows whether I'm hiding in the bush. This is how you find people. Good Vibe says, Goga, seriously, they are blood sisters, same mother. Charity and Blessed are related. Miguel says, Goga, I will buy for you coffee. Tell us. Guys, I'm not going to discuss this receipt. You people, you need to stop you need to mind your business. Stop minding people's businesses. This is how you know. This is how you know other people are still hiding in the live stream. You see, look at go to the chat and then just put the @ sign, and then just start typing star. You can say, I can tell Stavlog is on the live stream. She's here. She's still here on the chat. She's not yet gone. She's still here. Stavlog is still on the chat. She's just hiding because I've said Stavlog, come to the front of the class. She's hiding there in the bush, but she can hear me. Stavlog, one day you're going to be like Home Care Queen. Let me tell you about Home Care Queen. The day Home Care Queen was able to raid, you will think she's the one who invented that raid thing. Stavlog, the day you do your first raid, you'll be like Marvelous. Look at the way Marvelous is so confident on this live stream today. Marvelous is not even ashamed of being on this live stream today. Marvelous is not even ashamed of being on this live stream today because she was able to raid and she was able to fly me. That's why Marvelous is so confident on this live stream. The day you do your first raid, you will not be hiding in the bush. You will not be hiding in the bush the day you do your first raid. So Stavlog, you cannot be hiding in the bush because Goga is going to tell you to come in front of the class. Figure out how to raid, then you'll not be hiding. You see, Marvelous today is just chatting with people nicely. She's like dropping hearts. Marvelous TV is not hiding anymore. Mary Max, on the other hand, Stavlog, those two I have to deal with them. Those two I'm going to deal with them by Sunday. If they don't know how to raid by Sunday, we are going to have a problem. We're going to have a problem. They unlock the village. Welcome, unlock the village. Thank you so much. Even Fluffy Diva was able to raid. Fluffy Diva is able to raid. Like, if Fluffy Diva can raid, in fact, Savvy's Hot Kitchen. Savvy's Hot Kitchen is the one who raided me. If Savvy's Hot Kitchen, and do you know that I struggled with this Savvy's Hot Kitchen? This Savvy's Hot Kitchen, I was telling about the raid, she's thinking I'm talking about her Mercedes Benz. I tell her about the raid, she's thinking I'm talking about, I don't know, Jamaican Airlines. I talk to her about Savvy's raid, she's thinking I'm talking about, I don't know, the iPhone, the latest iPhone, because she has an iPhone and she can't join membership with an iPhone. The day Savvy's Hot Kitchen was able to raid, nowadays we can't breathe. She's the one who tells people, guys, I'm about to put you on Jamaican Airlines. Savvy's Hot Kitchen Airlines is about to fly you. They're bragging nowadays on her live stream when she's about to raid. In fact, it's like she's always looking forward to end her live stream so that she can show off how she knows how to raid and fly people. That's Savvy's Hot Kitchen nowadays. In the past, we just used to struggle. Goga, what are you talking about? Goga, what are you talking about? Goga, are you talking about my Mercedes? Goga, are you talking about my iPhone? You never used to understand what I'm talking about. Nowadays, she's like, guys, I'm about to put you on a Savvy's Hot Kitchen Airlines. Home Care Queen is another one. Home Care Queen doesn't do commercial planes. Home Care Queen just told people, guys, I'm about to put you on a private jet. Get your wine, get your champagne. I'm about to put you. It's a Cessna. The seats are made of Louis Vuitton. The pilot is hot and a queen. And I'm like, she just started talking about herself there for a moment. The pilot is hot. The pilot is an award-winning pilot. The pilot has been selected as the third best winner of, I don't know. She just said things that were not related to the race. And then she was able to raid us eventually. So you have to learn how to redirect. Kezia Opio, welcome. Kezia Opio, congratulations on your monetization as well and getting your pin. Kezia Opio is another one. This one, she was having a monetization party yesterday. She's not even readable. She was not even readable. And then, I come to that party, I'm like, you're not readable. Can you make yourself readable now? Because we are going to get somebody to come and read your channel. Then we went and got in Jerry Kimani, and then Jerry Kimani was able to raid Kezia Opio. So Kezia Opio, congratulations on getting your pin. Uh, Congratulations on getting your pin. And she didn't even realize that people had raided her until much later on, because she didn't expect that beautiful like support. Um, Yoga, Beta, she also can't. Beta Show, I said I will deal with Beta Show. Don't worry, she's already hiding. She knows. She knows. Beta Show is hiding here because she knows. I already asked her, and she was hiding in the bush. She knows. She knows. She knows. Um, yeah. So I think I will, because you people have not met Blessed's like blackmail for getting me 10 memberships. You will have to wait for the news tomorrow on her live stream. I will be there with her. I'll be hanging out with her tomorrow during her multi stream. So tomorrow I'll be able to like I'll be able to also benefit from the news. Uh, Mama Fisher is asking me, how much longer are you going to be on? Hey, not long. I was actually leaving. I was just like calling people in front of the class who are not able to read. I was actually calling people in front of the class who are not able to read. So those are the people I was calling out. Star has finally shown up. Star vlog. Star vlog. Look at you raising your hand. Come in front of the class. This one I've been on, I think, 4 of her live streams. 4 live streams Star vlog has made me crawl. You don't make a president crawl. I only fly. And if Home Care Queen can put me on a private Cessna with Louis Vuitton seats, if Marvelous TV vlog can make me fly through 5 countries, Marvelous TV vlog, when you read it today, you did not know that you're going to fly the president in through 5 live streams. You sent us to Pauline Oside. Pauline Oside finished and raided another channel. Njeri Kimani finished and raided another channel. Nderitu finished and raided another channel. I was just flying today without even lifting a finger. So Marvelous TV did that. Star vlog. I've given you a deadline of Sunday. You need to be able to raid by Sunday. When we come to the Sunday service, I must have flown your flight. You must have flown me. I will come to your silent live streams because I know you are doing silent live streams now. I will come to your silent live streams, and you have to make sure when you are ending, you fly me. Even if we are only 2 people, put me on that flight. Then I will confirm that you can read. That's what I normally do. I normally come and leave you running on my laptop when I'm going to sleep, so that tomorrow when I wake up and I find myself on another live stream, I will know that you put us on a flight. If I come and find that the live stream just ended, I will know this one did not even read. 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 All right, Goga should make the announcement. Charity, I'm not going to make the announcement because your sister gave a condition that unless you join, we have 10 memberships. It can't be announced, but it's some very beautiful news. I'm so tempted to tell you. But if Blessed was not my member, I would have told you. If Blessed was not my member, I would have disclosed. But because she's my member and she's a very high level member. She's not even like basic. She's like, there are only 3 at that level Blessed, Freedom, Annas, and Betty. So I can't even dare. I can't even say anything about her. I can't even dare. I can't even say. Blessed gives me 10% of my threshold, guys. So I can't say anything. She tells me to keep quiet. I will shut up. Shut up. That's the amount. That's the amount of power she wields. I wish you could tell if someone is on subscriber mode before raiding. Oh yeah. This is actually good. Yeah, Kisha, this is actually a very good point, guys. We can talk about this. If you have to put your chat on subscriber mode, don't put like 5 minutes. Put like 1 minute. You will not benefit from the raid if your chat is on subscriber mode for 5 minutes. People will come there and they will leave. Because first of all, they are not interacting with you. Then they have to wait for you. People like me, I'm patient. I will wait for 5 minutes to end, because then I know when I say hi, I can leave the live stream because I'll have stayed on the live stream for 5 minutes anyway. But yes, if you have to put your chat on subscriber mode only, please make it like make it 1 minute at most, or you select any duration. Make it 1 minute to select any duration, so that the people who come in don't have to like wait for 5 minutes and they're not interacting with you. You will not enjoy the raid. When you put people there for 5 minutes. It will be gone. First of all, they'll be pissed. They'll be annoyed. The steam will be gone. They will not even subscribe. They will just leave. They will not like. So make it 1 minute at most. 1 minute people can be patient. Or make it any duration. That's actually how it works. Right? Any other thing? Let me see whether I've missed anything. Good vibes. Have I missed anything? Good vibes. I thought you are leaving. You know this good vibes says buy. How many times did you tell you buy with PMC? I thought you are leaving. We are still here. Um, Good vibes. Never say bye to good vibes. When she says bye, she just never leaves. She'll just be there until the rain. And yeah, please go and watch Good Vibes case short, guys. She's taking a break at the moment, but she's uploading shorts. She's uploading shorts. Helen Akwai is like telling, "Okay, you want me to dream about YouTube, and we have been told not to be dreaming about YT." Right. So I will so we'll discuss Blessed's good news tomorrow at our live stream. I will be there. I will be there. If you're wondering what Blessed live stream is all about, she normally supports a lot of content creators grow their WH by doing the multi stream. You can actually be on Blessed's. You can actually be doing a live stream and you are asleep, courtesy of Blessed live journey. So tomorrow we'll be there. I'll be there just to hang out with her. We'll be taking stock of a few things. I'll be fielding questions from the community and everything, just to hear what are the challenges people are facing, because I never get to meet those guys because I'm always asleep. So I'm going to sacrifice a portion of my sleep tomorrow just to come and field questions from community. So I've done that. So, and I guess it's nice because then we have something to discuss based on the news that you guys have refused to join the membership. So we are going to be discussing that tomorrow. Um, Blessed, please don't start joking. Helen, wait until tomorrow. Helen, wait until tomorrow. Service Hot Kitchen, why are you just laughing on the chat? Service Hot Kitchen, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Google, leave me alone. Let me and pray for Jamaica, guys. For Jamaica, guys. Tisha says, okay, I'm leaving dear Guga. Tomorrow USA holiday, lots of people not working and maybe on live streams during the regular work day hour. Oh yeah, 4th of July, America's 4th of July. Yes, Americans are celebrating they're observing the Independence Day tomorrow. Americans are observing the Independence Day tomorrow. So yeah, so I think that happy 4th of July in advance. It's almost 4th of July here in Kenya. It's 1 hour to 4th of July. 1 hour to 4th of July here in Kenya. But yeah, happy 4th of July to the Americans. Maybe I should do something special tomorrow. America is like my top audience is from America. I should do something. I should put like an American flag or something. Barbecue 4th of July things. I should do something. I will see. Tisha, you have a good night. Thank you so much. Please say hi to my amazing my amazing brother who is your husband. Say hi to him, and and the kids. Say hi to the kids. And Kisha, we hope to see you tomorrow at the Garden of Fireworks. Keep those live streams going, Kisha. I love those live streams of yours. Keep them going. And then Stacy and Flo and Ted. Stacy and Flo and Ted. Guys, I've just remembered some receipts. Stacy and Flo and Ted, why did you send your husbands to my live stream on Sunday? Guys, so to those of you who missed the Sunday service, I was celebrating 5K. It was just a get together. It wasn't a party. It wasn't a big party. It was just like a small get together on Sunday. Now, Stacy and Flo and Ted, you remember during the baraza they got into trouble with I hope their husbands are not listening. During the baraza, they came and reported how they were forced to sleep on the couch and things like that. Now, let me tell you, on Sunday, they decided to send their husbands on my panel. Me, I was so shocked. I have never seen those men even on their. I know I see those men on their channel, but those men came to the live stream. Those are people who came to speak on my live stream, not Stacy, not Flo. Me, I was shocked. These men came to my live stream and they were like thanking me and everything. The wives decided to send their husbands to my live stream. But I think it was a power move because they were like, we get into trouble with Goga, we normally get into trouble with our husbands because of you. Now we are going to bring our husbands to come to the panel. Let me tell you guys, the husbands came to the panel. Me, I'm not like complaining because I could handle it. But I was just shocked. Why did they send their husbands to the panel? For me, it was a power play. They did a power play on me and it worked. It worked. But the good thing, men don't speak much. The men were very brief and concise and they just did whatever they needed to do and then they left. But I said, I will deal with them on Sunday. I will deal with you people on Sunday because why did you send your husbands to my panel on Sunday? Why did you send your husbands to my panel? Me, I didn't expect to see your husbands on my panel. Stacey and Flo, I didn't expect it. But I was impressed. To have seen them. And thank you so much for that. It was different. It was slightly different. slightly different. Right. So, guys, I will see you again. I guess I will see you on the 4th of July at Blessed Life Journey. And then I will see you next at the Sunday service. I am not going live on Friday. On Friday, I think I'll just upload a video. So I will see you going forward. We will not be having our Friday live streams. I think that was the most important announcement I needed to make today after some soul searching and introspection. But I've left the station to do a pop-up live anytime. Right. Any other burning question before we go? I said I'm staying here for 20 minutes. I've already like exceeded. I'm like an extra 18 minutes in. Helen, is Dida still having his birthday party? I wanted to like raid the Dida Safari. Is he still having his birthday party? You can go crash that party. It's still there. I need to go join the panel. Okay, he has 9 people watching. Guys, let's go crash a birthday celebration. Let's go crash a birthday celebration. Let me select the redirect. I want to go and appear on that panel and say hi to him while I'm still here. That is hey, what am I doing? I wanted to share with you how to let's set the redirect. Let us go celebrate this man's birthday party. He's turning 30. He was born in 91. He's turning 33. He's turning 33. Hey, it's Jesus year. Wow, it's Jesus year, guys. It's his Jesus year. We need to create. So let me select the redirect. You guys can see how I'm setting up the raid. Star vlog. The people don't know how to set up the raid. The people don't know how to set up the raid. There we go. The people don't know how to set up the raid. I'm talking to them. They know themselves. Star vlog. Everyone. Hey, Ramel. Welcome, Ramel. Nice to see you, Ramel. Ramel is on the road to 500, by the way. Ramel is on the road to 500. I was on his channel the other day and I was so impressed. Prayers for Jamaica, guys. Prayers for Jamaica. That's what we are going to. Yeah. LP, thank you so much. I'm glad that you're still here. The people don't know how to set up the raid. Don't make me repeat myself. I did a description at the beginning of the live stream with my phone. Now I'm showing you how to do it from a laptop. People, those of you who have a laptop like Service Hot Kitchen. There's some good guy, but I don't have a laptop. I am using my phone. Now this is for the laptop people. You come here, you click on the live stream, you click on customization, you scroll down, you look for. Hey, you see, this one I would have crashed the flight. You delete or you edit and you pick somebody else. So I'm looking for the party boy. So let's pick his Dida Safari. Let me just pick Dida Safari. I think I'll find him here. You can search, by the way. You see, he's raidable. You can select. When you're not raidable, it will be telling you redirect privileges. Yeah, needed. So this one is raidable. So that is the party where we are going to crash, and then you save. Make sure you save. Now it's no longer blue. You have to make sure it's black now. You save it, and then it has changed the color. So don't be saying blue and gray. It becomes transparent once you save it. So we have already selected the raid. Now I need to get a message, and then always tell people what you want them to type when they land on the other side. Some of you, you don't. Yeah, Helen, thank you so much for that. Happy 33rd birthday. I'm going to change it a bit so that it reads as Goga Raid, Purple Heart. No, Helen, I want to get new emoji. I want those new emojis of yoga. Goga Raid, Purple Hearts, Goga Raid, Purple Hearts. Happy 33rd birthday. No, I want you to say something like welcome to your Jesus year or something like that, you know. Okay, we can just say happy 33rd birthday. That is me now being. I wanted something like welcome to your Jesus year or something, you know. 33 is Jesus year, so this is the year he's going to do those things. Mama Fisher is asking, what is vidIQ? vidIQ is normally like a website by the vidIQ guys where they do. It's like TubeBuddy where they do like the analysis of. They do the analysis of like your channel or something like that, or you know. Let me see. You know, maybe we just go with what the manager said. We write happy 33rd birthday, but me, I want something about Jesus here. You know, like 33. It reminds me when I was 33. Yeah, 33 is your Jesus year. Helen, I know you are not yet 33. You will know once you grow old like me. You will know why 33 is very important. That is the Jesus year. So let me type what I want you to type. Welcome to your Jesus year. That is 33. Yeah, 33 is your Jesus here. Jesus was 33 when he did what? All the things that Jesus did, he was 33. When he died, when he was like, all those things. Marvelous is not my birthday. We are going to raid a channel. We are going to raid a party. There's somebody who is celebrating his 33rd birthday party on YouTube. So I want us to like raid his channel and go celebrate. He's not yet monetized, but we're just going to tell him happy 33rd birthday. So you either go type what Helen type, or you can go and type what I've just said. Helen, when you grow, Helen, when you become old as me, you will know why your Jesus here is very important. 33 is like, hey, 33. Guys, you know, I was 33. I was 33 not so long ago. But I said from today I will not be saying my age because it's not easy growing old. I can't even associate with Gen Z now in their protests because of my age. I'm not going to be discussing my age because I need to be part of the protest. When they say Gen Z is protesting, I need to be part of that protest. So we are going to now raid a party. There's a birthday party that is taking place right now. The young man is turning 33. Go stay there for at least 15 minutes. Give him some WH. He's working towards his WH. He only has 9 people watching. When we land there, we are going to type welcome to your Jesus here, or you can tell him happy is 33, or you can tell him happy 33rd birthday, or something like that. You know, just find something. Just find something. Hey, John Wambua TV, welcome. John Wambua, I know. This growing old is not funny. You know, Helen is still young. Helen doesn't. Guys, the day you turn 30, you will know why it's not easy. It's not easy being 30. I'm old, y'all. I'm old. The day you turn old like me. You know, I was 33 a long time ago, guys. I was 33 when I was 33. It's not easy, y'all. It's not easy. I can't even associate with these things of like where young people are normally told. I don't know what. Yeah. Hey, thank you for the 80 thumbs ups. Lily was telling me that Google, we need 3 thumbs ups to get to 80. We are at 80 thumbs ups. Okay, perfect. We can leave. My target is normally 70 thumbs ups, so we can leave. Let me remove this. No, guys, me, I'm not going to like suffer here. I was 33 a long time ago. Now I'm going to be wishing other people happy 33rd birthday. Let's go and celebrate that. Let's go and celebrate. Wait, let me get the affirmation. Today I felt like reading an affirmation. So I'm going to do it because I want to. There's an affirmation I came across and I said I have to share it with you guys. A very powerful affirmation. Let me get the affirmation and then we go. What is that affirmation? You will love this one. Wait, where is it? Oh, come on, affirmation. I had it here. Just I say this one. I said I have to like share with you. This one I said I have to share with you because it like spoke to me. It spoke to me, y'all. It spoke to me. Hey, yes, I got it. I got it. Hey, I got it. Now, can you finish your receipts now before we leave? We are leaving. Deritu tell him Goga is coming to Goga wants to come on the panel. Just tell him Goga wants to come on the panel, or just keep them there. We are not that party is not ending until we appear. That party cannot end until I show up. Not let me open it on a different tab so that he doesn't like go and crash the flight. Tell that guy he's not going to end that live stream until I'm there. Someone keep him busy. Hey, birthday celebration. Okay, they're still there. And can you imagine he has 33 thumbs ups? He has 33 thumbs ups. Wow, he has 33 thumbs ups, guys. We are going to make it, how many are we? We are 23. We are going to get him to 50 thumbs up. Nderitu, don't go and tell him. Just keep him busy. Nderitu, we are going to surprise him. Yeah. Wambua says, Goga, this 81 thumbs up. Thank you. So, guys, this is the affirmation. Now you are listening, right? You're listening. This is affirmation. Then we go for the party. Is there any burning question? After I read the affirmation, I'm not going to like say anything. Who are we raiding? Ayman, we are going to this guy. We are going to Nightbot. Please tell him where we are going. We are going to this guy celebrating his 33rd birthday. We are going to say welcome to your Jesus year or something. That's where we are going. That is Ayman, I know you're using a computer. You can copy paste the command. We are going there with that. We are going to surprise him. He's not expecting this. He only has 8 people watching. We are 21. When we land there, it's going to be like he only has 33 thumbs up. We want to give him like we'll make his thumbs ups like 50. All right. So I've sent like some people there to go and keep him busy so that he doesn't end his live stream. And then we can go jump there. All right, this is the affirmation, guys. This is the affirmation. So copy paste, guys. Copy paste what Helen has just, whatever Helen is dropping, you can copy paste it or you can just internalize it in your own way. That is what you're going to type when you land there. So that's what I was telling you guys. When you're reading somebody's channel, identify what you're going to like. Tell people what you want them to type when they land there. It's a brand move. It's a brand move. All right. So thank you, Nderi, to keep him busy. Keep him busy. This is the affirmation. Let me read the affirmation and then we go. Affirmation time. Affirmation time. This is affirmation, and then I will see you guys on Sunday, right? So, where is that thing? My banner for the affirmation. Okay, this is the affirmation. The title of the affirmation is Leap. L-E-A-P. You can hear me now very well. Let me clear my throat. This is the affirmation. Stop letting your imposter syndrome or fear of failure hold you back from reaching for the things you want. The voices of your biggest critics, your own insecurities, and your social conditioning may echo loudly inside your head, but they need not be listened to. The thing that separates disappointed people from the ones who achieve their dreams is more often than not audacity. Hey, someone tell me audacity. Someone type audacity on the chat. It takes audacity to go after your dreams. It takes audacity to hope, to try and believe, no matter how much is stacked against you. But there will never be a moment in which you feel like you're 100% ready. The doubts and worries and fears are ever present in all the stages of your growth journey. But at some point, you must feel the fear and do it anyway. Be audacious. Be brave. Leap for something long since thought to be impossible. And reach and prove the upper limit of your mind constructed wrong. After all, the universe rewards courage. Be bold. I will repeat the last part. Be audacious. Be brave. Leap for something long since thought to be impossible. To reach and prove the upper limit your mind constructed wrong. After all, the universe rewards courage. Be bold. Audacity. This was your host, Goga. I wish you a safe flight to Kuwait. Enjoy your flight. When you land there, let's surprise that young man and wish him a happy birthday. All right. Bye, guys. Take care of yourselves. I will see you at the Sunday service. Mwah! Bye, guys. Audacity. Yo!